Why is what not picking up? That is very weird. Probably. That could be the problem. At least watching on the side and you haven't been popping around just yet. Go figure, I show up on a stream and it breaks. Do we get to messaging on here? I could not. I can see your face moving on the stream now.
Fixed. I'm gonna change over to this. There. Now I can tell that my audio is working, although it doesn't have the filter on it anymore because apparently NVIDIA has decided to shit the bed royally. But I can definitely at least tell that the audio is coming through now, which is something.
Could you try just using the mic by itself as your Discord and use the NVIDIA for the stream filters? Because I know, like, at least OBS and Discord, like on my end, I can have like 2 different settings for the microphone and
It's
everything.
just NVIDIA Broadcast specifically is just not working right now. I think I saw when I forced opened it a second ago that there's an update, so maybe that's what's causing the issue. But that is a future mic problem. As long as it's working, that's all I care about right now. I would like it if Khajiit or Serenity, who I see lurking right now, is able to tell me if my audio is doing well before we start today.
I mean, it sounds good on my end, but I'm sure Discord is different from Twitch.
It's probably fine? Question mark? I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I'm gonna say, fuck it, we ball. We ball.
That's the spirit.
We ball. Fuck it, we ball. Welcome back to TCG Card Shop Simulator, where we sell Gooner images to Gooners. I'm running out of intros. I am joined by the amazing CTMF Sparky 13. Say hello.
Hello. Hello, everybody. I am here to be a terrible degenerate.
As nature intended. Now, I have done some renovations since last night. I knocked down some walls. I put up lots of posters.
Damn.
Especially this one for you specifically.
Yes.
I bought a statue, and I put it right in the middle of the room.
Be careful, the players may try to mount Dark Magician Girl.
Well, then I will. I'll get the spray. I'll get the spray. Stay away.
Eagles on the can.
Right. So today, maybe where'd she go? Where did she go? Kathy. Well, it may be Kathy. It may be Kathy's last day because I can't fucking find her.
I saw her standing outside the store. Oh, there she is.
Yeah, now she's doing stuff.
Like I saw her standing outside the store while you were loading in.
Right, and then she just like decided to fuck off somewhere. Maybe she knows her time is limited.
She's got her 2 weeks in. She's looking somewhere else.
Yep, she's quiet quitting on me. So why don't you tell the fine people about yourself?
I play Fire Emblem and other RPGs. I say a lot of really unfiltered, stupid shit, which is why one of my Twitch tags is horny on main. I'm sure you've heard or seen me say lots of stupid stuff in chat by now. But yeah, I like Fire Emblem, varying RPGs. And yeah, it's awesome hanging out on Twitch because I've met some amazing people like Mike and a bunch of my other community members.
Yeah, it really does a good job of bringing people together.
It does. I never realized there was this much interest in Fire Emblem specifically because everybody else I know basically hates it.
In my real life, I'm very similar to that. There's not a lot of people I can talk Fire Emblem to specifically. Everyone's got their own like kind of hyperfixations and interests, but FE is sadly not one of them. So I have to get my FE discussion fix online, which, as you said, there's a surprisingly large amount of content for.
Correct.
What the fuck are you staring at? Why are you guys all lined up behind Kathy? She's not the fucking cashier.
Because they're staring at that ass.
I don't know where that ass went. To be honest, I turned around, it was gone.
Stock room. She likes to disappear into your back room and just take boxes. Is the reason you're threatening to fire her because she just keeps yeeting boxes into the floor and walking away from them?
Only when it's closing time she does that. It's not like it's a good fucking excuse, but it is at least something I can track. No, she's just a very slow worker. It might be time to upgrade to the next poison.
To the AI waifu?
I don't know if she's an AI waifu. Let's see. Where do they put this? Where do they get this from? There it is. The next person is this chick here, it looks like, who is very fast at restocking. Her name is Elsa, apparently.
Let it go.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. Hello, Mike and Sparky. I hear what sounds to be Pokemon Mystery Dungeon music. No, this is actually from Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. Also, how's it going, Xander?
Yes, hello, Xander. How are you doing?
Xander,
I saw last night.
Xander, could you let me know how my audio is, by the way, or tactician, somebody? Because, like, I was having some audio issues at the start of stream, and I want to make sure that I'm audible to you guys.
Oh, hello, Tacky, from a not raid with my raid notification.
Teehee. Idio is fine. I love it when my Idio is fine.
Get him.
The music is simply slightly too loud. Perfect. I can fix that.
Get him. Tacky spelled something wrong. Get him and never let him.
God damn it! I always do that.
Let it down.
The main menu button is like where I think the settings button is, so I constantly click that button when I'm going to settings, and I do it all the time. It's like oh god, what game was it? I think it's Mystery of the Emblem that I've seen both Artie and someone else who was playing that recently, Xander, I think, go to heal, but heal is like in the wrong spot, so they will end their turn when they go to heal, and it's happened like 3 times to each of them.
That's atrocious.
Yeah, like don't move your fucking menus around, and it drives me fucking crazy. What I meant to do was this. There. That should be better, right? Right, Xander? Oh yeah, Xander, I retrofitted the store last night after we stopped playing. Okay.
Now everyone can listen. Make fun of Tactician for spelling a word incorrectly because he always spelling and grammar polices everybody in my chat. Mock him.
Mock him mercilessly. Make him question being on the internet in the first place.
Make his toxic elitist behavior that he has as one of his tags on Twitch bite him in the ass.
Oh, well, see, now I feel bad. Now I feel bad because he's just trying to get better.
You already questioned big on that. That's a smart move, Xander. That is a very smart move.
You really should question being on the internet. You should just question everything. All right, I want to put that right.
Start streaming casual FE7 from now on. At least he'll stream again.
Has Tactician not been streaming lately?
No, I know he's been busy with college stuff.
Oh, well, that's completely understandable. I would be making that a less priority too. Hi, Serenity.
It makes sense.
So
he streams like once a month.
Oh, so does, you know what? Never mind. I was gonna try and make some kind of weird period joke, and then my brain's like, even if I could make this funny, I don't deserve to make this funny. So I'm just gonna like abort this joke right now.
Aborted.
Got it. So, you have told people who you are. You've told people what you're about. What do you play besides Fire Emblem? Who's the man behind the beard?
I mean, good question.
Sparky just has a fucking full-on mental collapse as he realizes he doesn't even know who he is during a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh stream.
My EXE has broken.
There is no man. There's only beard. Oh, that would actually be a great way to be known, though, just by your fucking facial hair.
Right, just the beard. I mean, I don't know. I've played Yu-Gi-Oh in the past. It's not really my current TCG of choice, though, because Yu-Gi-Oh gets very toxic.
Oh, it's so toxic.
Very, very fast.
What do you play currently?
The TCG that I'm in is Digimon.
Oh, that's really cool. I've heard that because, like, I'm assuming you're referring to like the current TCG, like the one that actually makes some semblance of sense.
Yep, Digimon card game 2020/2021, depending on what localization you're from. But they actually just earlier this year actually globally unified. So states now get same release dates as Japan.
That's wonderful. Did you were you at all a Digimon guy when the original card game existed way back in the day?
I was, but like most people, I could not figure out how the hell to play it.
That was my follow-up question. I was like, did you know how to play it? Because I didn't.
Nope. I was like 7 or 8, I think, when it came out. So everyone had equally had the dumb in my area and was like, we don't understand how to play this, but hey, it's got Agumon, therefore we bought it, we stared at it, and we were like, yep, that's all we got.
Yeah, like I collected the cards. I loved the art of the cards. I think every single person I knew had Saber Leomon and Hercules Kabuterimon as holos, because I swear those were a starter deck thing.
They were starter deck cards.
They were, okay. So like everyone had those, but like I love them, but nobody knew how to play it. They made a PlayStation game out of the card game, and I still couldn't figure it out.
Fair.
It was so hard, and I don't know why. So I'm really glad that Digimon got a resurgence with like a legible, understandable card game. That makes me really happy.
It seems like they're always trying to kill it.
Oh, really? Do you have any like examples?
Seems like it. They rarely update the ban list, maybe once a year, sometimes twice if we're lucky. They don't seem to factor in pre-existing cards, which I know you were discussing yesterday, I think.
Oh yeah, with Yu-Gi-Oh, like bringing out a new, that was with Xander, where they bring out a new card and then
like
suddenly...
retro cards that break something completely open and everyone's like, cool, Degenerate Loops 101.
Yes, it's happened so much with Yu-Gi-Oh.
But it also seems like they just care about like One Piece more now that Gundam just released a card game as well. It's just like they've released, let me think here, about 5 or 6 TCGs in the past like 4 or 5 years. One of them's already dead, which was their attempt at re-releasing Battle Spirit Saga again.
Battle Spirit Saga?
Yeah, apparently there was originally a Battle Spirits game sometime back in the past, and they thought they could re-up it.
Oh. Interesting. I wasn't aware of that. Do we have any more?
Yes. There was like 5 or 6 people I knew of back at my card shop who were interested in it, and everyone else kind of like, nah. But they have One Piece, like they just released Gundam. They have Union Arena, which is, you ever heard of White Schwartz?
Oh yeah. White Schwartz was like the everyman card game. Like they would just keep licensing more franchises so that like everything was White Schwartz at some point.
Yeah, so Union Arena is kind of similar to that, where it's like a whole bunch of different franchises into like one big conglomerate of gaming that can be used against each other. So like they have Hunter x Hunter, I believe. They have Demon Slayer. I think they just released Full Metal Alchemist as a set.
They had the Persona 4 series at some point.
Yeah, that was White Schwartz. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were still talking about White Schwartz.
I was talking Union Arena sets. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I know. White Schwartz, I've got a little bit of stuff for that. I learned how to play it. It's pretty fun, actually. It has a really good push and pull for the gameplay, I feel.
Which is good, because one of my complaints about Yu-Gi-Oh! Specifically last night was how the game is effectively just you draw your first 5 cards, and you immediately know if you won or lost. There's no back and forth, and that's really boring.
Generally, yes, that is the issue with modern Yu-Gi-Oh! I feel, which is why I like the era that this game seems to have a lot more prevalent is, you know, like all the chaos. Like this seems like it's even like heavily pre-GX era.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Which pixel art are you talking about, Tacti? You said who made the pixel art, but I'm unclear on what you mean. Like, if you're talking about like,
probably means the chat models.
if you're talking about like our little talking heads, that was me. I made Sparky's shortly after I started following him because I really liked his style, and I was like, this man deserves to have more stuff made for his stream.
I think I showed you guys that when Mike made it for me back on Discord.
Yeah, I think the only thing I did to it was today I made it so there was an open mouth version of it, but thankfully Past Mike was thinking, and I kept all the raw files I made when I made it originally, so it was very easy to edit that. Yep, I made one for Serenity as well, and Miranda and Sam. And then with Kaz and Xander, since they hadn't given me either a proper look or, in Xander's case, he gave me a fucking Call of Duty reference, I just took their existing avatar heads and fucking stuck them onto Fire Emblem bodies. I want to collab with my... Oh, you don't have to collab with me just to get a pixel head. If you send me, like, an image of, like, what you want it to look like, as, like, an example, or even better, if you go through the repository and find the parts that, like, you like... I will absolutely throw it together for you. It doesn't take that long. It's more just digging through the repository just to find stuff. That is what takes time.
Back, you know, deek pics.
Sends a deek pic. I mean, we could use deek. It's not hard. Deek's got a very...
It's a dick joke.
Deek's got a very easily modified avatar because he doesn't have a fucking shirt. Yeah, Serenity's was probably one of the hardest ones because of the hair, because I had to go digging to see if anyone had ever made fucking Sailor Moon's hair. His Deke wasn't hard, giggity. Sam's also took a little bit extra because someone had luckily made like a Bidoof in GBA form for Fire Emblem, so I just edited that to like look like a hat.
Deke is very chiseled, I'll give him that. He's been through a couple of rounds of combat.
He was supposed to be the like the newer age version of Ogma for like newer fans, right? Like you didn't play Fire Emblem 1 or Shadow Dragon, so this is what that archetype was, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was your early game merc. Not the best growth, but passable enough bases.
I honestly, never get him to work. Like I know he's supposed to be good. I never get him to work. He always dies.
Yeah, FE6 is very modernized FE1, as Tacky said. Roy is Mark, they both suck. You start with 2 Cavaliers and a Paladin, and an Archer.
Oh yeah, you start with an Archer in FE6, nobody ever cares.
Marth doesn't start with a Pegasus, it's his problem though.
That is true, wait, you mean Roy, right?
Or yeah, Roy, sorry. Marth starts with Sita, Roy doesn't start with Shannon until she doesn't get Shannon until chapter 2. But
right. And also Sita comes with a busted ass weapon in Shadow Dragon where it, like she's just hard carried by it.
Yeah, the wing spear is built different.
That's so good. It's criminally too good. Like I would actually consider the real Jagan of Shadow Dragon to be the wing spear more than Jagan himself.
I mean, I wouldn't consider it a Jagan because if you just forge it, you just clear the game with Sita.
Oh, and you can't do that with Jagan. I see what you're talking about. What makes her good in FE1? Tactician saying like she's also really good in that. I heard the wing spear wasn't in FE1.
I don't think it was. I didn't get very far in FE1 though. I'd imagine maybe it's just her stats and maybe her weapon level. I don't know. I only played a tiny bit of FE1 from the 30th anniversary version of it I got.
That's fair. I've been told a couple times that if I'm gonna go back and explore those older games, I should be looking at like at least somewhat updated versions, like the version of FE3 that, or not 3, sorry, 4. No, yeah, 3. That Artie and Xander have been playing is like the way to go. Don't like go all the way back to the very bare bones one, which is fair. Like a lot of games are really like that. Like you've tried going back to play like FF2 or FF3 on the NES as opposed to like the pixel remasters of them. They are fucking bullshit.
I mean, I've played the PS1 version of FF2.
That one's fine.
Terrible.
It's not terrible. No, it's got a lot of updates. Although the PlayStation versions of all of those games had some horrible slowdown.
I guess that comes with a port from changing from, you know, NES to like even cartridge to disc. I don't know how easy that would have been to, you know, transmit.
Exactly. I did definitely notice at one point that like the Chrono Trigger port, for example, on Final Fantasy Chronicles is I want to say solid 15-16 seconds between hitting the menu button and the menu actually opening, which is insane when you consider like a 30-hour RPG.
Yeah, that's rough.
It's so bad.
Note to self, don't ever play that. I have that, and I have not played it, so I will not touch that.
Yeah, Chrono Trigger in general, I usually just tell people just play the DS version. It's got all of the same stuff as the PlayStation version, plus a little bit more. No load times, and some really good quality of life changes. Plus, like, a regular DS emulator actually still works, whereas I don't know what the current state of Citra is.
I think Citra still works.
You think Citra still works? I've been told various things. Apparently it does work, sometimes it doesn't work, and it's like, I don't know. I don't fucking know.
The last I knew it worked, I don't know.
I hope it still does, because I still have some 3DS games that I wanted to stream.
Alright.
Oh look, it's Sparky, the #1 Thracia fan. Oh look, it's Xavier, the person who's here to troll you.
He can troll me all he wants, that's fine. I'm still gonna talk shit on Thracia.
So I feel like that's definitely going to be something we're going to dance around most of the streams. Let's just get it out there. I know personally your hell with Thracia after you played through it for your 50 followers or your affiliate thing?
I think it was like 50. Yeah, we finished whatever game I was on. Then it was the next, and I got to like chapter 9 or 10, and I was like, fuck this game.
So why don't you walk people through your dislike for Thracia?
Okay, I am a person who likes to, you know, rely on consistency and reliability. So Thracia being a game for A, innately terrible hit rates, B, hidden support bonuses that you I don't think can see from what I saw, at least had access to on my ROM.
I don't believe you can see them. I haven't found a patch where you can see supports.
Okay, so that doesn't help, so, you know. And then, again, the fact that you literally cannot have a 0 displayed hit or a 100% displayed hit, nah. Not for me. But...
Not fam.
I just, like, it had some interesting stuff. The capture was cool, but the fact that it felt like you needed to preemptively know what you're going through, like, chapter by chapter, for, like, everything is ridiculous.
I would say in some cases even having that foreknowledge can hurt you. My last playthrough of Thracia, I thought I was being clever by unequipping most of the characters like that you lose after you get arrested. So I had like Tanya, Dadgar, Marty.
So they had no weapons, didn't they?
Yeah, and I didn't think about the fact that when I got Dadgar and Tanya back in their Gaiden, they would need to be fighting before I could get to them. And I was like, oh, well, the game will supply them with weapons, because, like, they're not going to know that the player preemptively... Nope. No, it does not.
And then Kaga slapped his salted nuts across your head.
Right across my fucking head. And I was pissed. And, like, everyone in the chat was like, well, you did do this to yourself. And I know I did. I know I did. But, like, you'd still think there would have been, like, a mercy of one check that just says, if inventory empty, add steel axe or something. Something basic.
Nah,
but as
that
it stands,
Kaga's final fuck you.
Oh, that was not his final one by a long shot. Like, there was so many more to go after that.
Yeah, I'm sure Thracia probably gets better on replays if you can suffer through it the first time. But again, getting through it the first time is difficult.
Even then, like I said, I don't know if... Get out of my way, Kathy. I don't know if the game really deserves a lot of replay when it feels like most of the, I guess the quote-unquote exciting gameplay would be how much of it catches you off guard, but once you know it's all coming, is it still worth it?
Right.
You'd think there would be mercy in Thracia is not a sentence anyone has ever thought. Okay, fair. Fair, I'm the idiot.
Even the Master Escape arc was just either okay, you know how to run away from the enemy efficiently, or just stand there and block reinforcements for what, 60 turns?
If not longer. That first prison level, the one where you get Dawson before the Gaiden. I don't know if those spearmen on the bottom ever stop spawning, because even when there's like a 10 or 11 turn hiatus where they stop, they start coming back again. So I'm like, I don't know if they're infinite, but they feel infinite.
I just remember it did take a while to clear that one because I was trying to get some EXP on the people, which mounted to pretty much just terrible level ups anyway, which is wasting time at that point.
Well, yeah, because you also have, I think, 2 scrolls, maybe 1 scroll at that point. So even forcing level ups isn't even in your best interest there. So you're caught between, do I want to over level without scrolls now, or do I want to wait and be potentially a lot weaker going forward? But I'll have scrolls so I can help augment that. Like, it's kind of the worst situation to be in.
I'm pretty sure the chapter that I just said fuck this game on was the one where there's that big mountain in the middle and you gotta reach the bow knights on the far left.
Oh, fuck that chapter. Everyone's always like, that chapter's easy. You could just like fly over with, what's her name again?
Karen or Karen?
Karen,
like
yeah. You can fly over with her and like protect them. It's like, except for the fact that if those dragon knights that have the killer lances all decide to go that way, you don't have a counter to that because all 3 of those sword knights and the 1 bow knight are weak as hell.
Right, there's that, but also just they're hard to deal with because they're just going to fly up the middle and then possibly just troll you, and they're just going to, like, you only have 3 or 4 scrolls, so depending on who you have combating them, like, they were pretty durable from what I remember. They were hard to deal with because they're positioning.
That was like one of the times where...
Go
ahead.
Go. Oh, hey, killer lads, down your face. Fuck you. Get Kaga.
Pretty much, Get Kagged is really the epitome of everything in Thracia. I think that was one of the chapters that kind of forced my hand on the whole. Like, I don't like to early promote. I'm known for not early promoting, but like I was kind of forced on that chapter to at least make sure Asbel was ready to go, if not maxed out, because putting him on a mountain was my only counter to all those Dragon Knights with his Graph Caliber. And that was it. And 1 unit that you could potentially lose even before you get him should not be your only answer to a challenging situation. But in Thracia, they love that.
Because isn't he hidden in the Gaiden?
He is.
Like
he is
2x
absolutely.
Or 3x or something weird, or something in the Master area. He's hidden in a Gaiden.
He's got hidden in Gaiden 4x, and if you don't get him, I believe your next mage is Homer in Chapter 13. And even if you do unlock the Gaiden, there is an absolute chance that he could get killed before you get to him. It's not common, but it happens. I've seen it.
Yeah, no, Thracia just has some interesting choices that, personally, I don't think they sit well with me. But I will say this, I will replay Thracia before I ever touch FE.
You cut out a little bit, but I'm assuming you were saying FE4.
Yes.
Okay. Because you got FE and then it just cut out, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's going to say FE4. So, is there a reason why FE4 is even higher on your list of games you don't like, despite you actually having, like, practice with Thracia?
Yeah, I'm tired of the map taking 4 hours. I don't care if you can save every turn. Fuck that. I'm tired of how much empty space there is all over the maps. Chapter 2 can go fuck itself.
You don't have to have more, but I'm curious, is there more? Because like, I agree with all those statements so far, because that's one of the reasons why I can't play FE4.
And then Gen 2, I got through the first map, I got to the second one, and everyone just kept getting bodied, like the people escaping from wherever. I think it was someone like Shiva or someone who looked like Shiva, just kept fucking dying like turn 3, and I'm like, I'm done playing this game.
FE4 has the problem of being nearly half a dozen chapters per map. They really do feel that way.
There's so much bullshit in that game that I just can't stand.
I knew Xander was going to chime in on this because FE4 is his favorite one. So that's kind of where I was like at on like the whole pro versus con on it. Not to start a fight, but more like I like hearing both sides of an argument. Because I also don't think FE4 is very approachable for those kinds of reasons, and I think that's why it needs a remake more than anything else. But I also understand that, you know, just because I don't like something doesn't mean it is bad. That's why I think it's not the most approachable one. But I mean, like, my first fucking Fire Emblem was Radiant Dawn. It's a miracle I played most of the other ones after that because Radiant Dawn's very very standard for a tactical game, and Fire Emblem's a lot less standard when you go into the more eccentric ones.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Radiant Dawn's very standard because Dawn Brigade's a very weird army to start with, I would say.
Well, it is when you've played any other FE game and at least part of your starting army can fucking handle themselves, but as starting it off, I was just like, okay, well, I guess this is just how Fire Emblem is. Like, I didn't know any better, so I just assumed it was always like that, and I could understand a lot of people just putting it down and never playing it again after that, but I was like, no, I kind of want to see where this is going. Like, I like how the gameplay is. I wish these units didn't suck, but, you know, maybe they'll get better later. Why is this thief so strong? What was your first Fire Emblem anyway?
Mine was Sacred Stones.
Okay, so that's a really good standard one to start with.
I'd say it's pretty good, yeah. You know, you have the Seth button in case things get dangerous. I can't remember how my first run turned out because that was, what, 20 years ago now?
Oh god, I don't even want to think about that. I feel old as it is.
Right, but yeah, my first time actually playing it was back when Walmart had, you know, the GBAs you could play on in stores.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that.
And I was there for 2 or 3 hours playing it before my parents had to drag me out of the store.
So wholesome, I love that.
But then I got it I think it came out shortly before my birthday, so I got it a couple weeks later around my birthday time, I think.
I'm actually kind of surprised that, of all things, Walmart had Fire Emblem on their playable GBAs. I would not have thought that.
I guess just because it was the newest game at the time, maybe? I don't know.
That makes sense. I'm just like legit surprised that they had it at all. I would not have thought they would. What am I seeing here? My first Fire Emblem was Fates. I'm surprised I didn't reject the franchise on principle. Fates was actually what brought me back to Fire Emblem. I almost rage quit it after Awakening because I didn't like it so much when I first played it.
It depends on which Fates games you got into there, Xavier, because they're very different games.
I pity anybody whose first Fire Emblem game was specifically Revelations. Although the games do tell you, don't play this one first.
Should not be your first game. No,
No.
They blatantly say, don't play this first. If you do that, that's you doing that to yourself at that point.
Yes, exactly. And that makes me worried that someone actually fucking did that.
Tacky, go to jail.
Was it his? My first was Awakening, and I loved banging Nowie. I can't even get mad at him for that because I did the same thing.
Xander says you can finish most maps in 20 to 30 minutes. Yeah, well, on a first playthrough, it doesn't leave a very good taste in the mouth. Because I'm not going to know how all the tools work.
I mean, could you imagine booting up your first Fire Emblem game and you're on mission 4 and you're like, why am I shoveling snow? Like, what the fuck is this?
I mean, to be fair, if it's your first Fire Emblem, you still have to go at least to the branch of Fates to select Rev.
That's true. So I guess that's technically mission...
like 9 or 10, I think?
Yeah, something like that. So you're not wrong there. But it is still a weird concept that, like I don't know. Rev is so weird. Rev is really just the gimmick one. Because as soon as you... oh, that's a new achievement. As soon as you unlock, like, the Rev path, you're just hit with just gimmick map after gimmick map for a while there. Because you've got the snow shoveling one, you've got Kaga's, or fuck Kaga's Wild Ride. It fucking might as well be Kaga's Wild Ride for how much bullshit it is. You've got the horribly unbalancing of new units, like Rinka showing up and being able to do 0 damage to units she has a fucking weapon type advantage over.
I mean, doesn't Kazakh also do 0 damage, but at least Poison Strike works?
Yes, yeah, he has the Shuriken debuff, so you can forgive them for that. But
could you imagine, though, if Shurikens were more modernized and, like, the way they work in more modern games, you have to do damage for Poison Strike or debuffs to stick?
I would prefer that, but it would also break what little hope ninjas have of working in Rev. Or at least
Absolutely.
early, I should say early game rev, because late game rev is probably
I don't
fine.
know. Kagerou's got that big titty ninja strength stat carrying her around.
I would use Kagero even if she did 0 damage. I'm not ashamed of that.
Just for them physics.
Yep. In fact, I specifically won't make her a mechanist or whatever it's called because of the physics, because she loses the physics.
Fair enough.
Echoes, I agree with map design issues. As much as I want to complain about Echoes for a lot of things, it all comes back to the maps, which is, here is a field with some buildings on it. Boring as shit.
I mean, at least there's buildings on it.
Occasionally.
Awakening having literally nothing but flat map and, okay, there's a boss, go kill everything on your way to it.
Well, it's funny, one of my friends is actually streaming Awakening for an Iron Man right now, and he was doing the Gangrel map last night, I think? Maybe the day before that, because I think last night I was too busy. And I was looking at it, I'm like, at its core, this is just basically a desert map with a few forts on it and very few trees. This looks more like an Advance Wars map than it looks like a Fire Emblem map. But for some reason, I don't hate it despite how bland it is, and I think it's because what they lacked in, like, good map diversity, they made up for with where they placed the units, because it still felt like a challenge to get through. It still felt like everything was set up to do it a certain way, and it felt like there was cohesion to the map and the plot at the same time, which I liked. But I think it's solely because they put the units exactly where they were. Like, any misplace of those. Like, Gangrel blocks off both chests perfectly, so you can't just rush them. There are reinforcements from promoted units, both from the sides and from the back left, so you have to be aware of that. Like, they did everything right, despite having the blandest map ever. It almost looks like it was two people. One guy came in, threw down a copy-paste bland map, and left for the day, and someone else came in behind him and went, that's not gonna fucking work, and fixed it with unit placement. That's honestly how it feels.
And then they forgot to playtest everything beyond, like, maybe hard mode.
Yeah, so I said this, I think I said this to him, I was like, Wayne, like, normally I'm the guy who, like, does the Iron Mans, and I play on Lunatic even if it's a blind playthrough. Awakening is where I draw the line. Because Lunatic itself is just fucking almost impossible to get out of the first few chapters. If you could do that, you've got to run. But Lunatic Plus is literally gambling that the enemy doesn't have fucking Vantage Plus. Otherwise, it's a reset.
It's like what, Vantage Luna Plus that you want to watch out for is the usual combo?
Yeah, something to that effect. Like, Vantage Plus will mean they always counterattack first, which means everyone besides Frederick dies anyway. And Luna makes Frederick also die. Like, you're fucked no matter what you do.
Yeah, like I said, as someone who lays consistency in my games, that's why I really just can't stand Awakening, because it's literally, oh, cool, you got good RNG, you dual attack, dual guarded, everything, cool. Oh, now this next map, you're just gonna get absolutely skull fucked by the RNG and miss every dual strike, not block any attacks, and die turn 2.
Yep, and it can literally fall out of your hands just that easily. It does not matter. I don't, like I said though, I think on hard, I think the game is quite well balanced. I ended up liking the characters a lot more once I actually looked at them and was like, okay, so the game gave me like 12 characters to start the game with. That's a bit much. But once I start actually looking at some of them, I like this one, I like this one, I don't really care for this one. And then I know who I'm gonna use, who I'm not gonna use, and it kind of tones down the number in my own head.
Tharja could step on me.
Oh, absolutely. Actually, it's funny because we were talking about the Tharja specifically in Buddy's chat, where he was just like, he had her with Nos, which is what you do with Tharja. Like, if you haven't played Awakening, just give Tharja Nos and she does work. And I was like, honestly, like, I know this is a hot take, but I feel like if you lose Tharja, you're bad at the game. Not like, oh, you need to do it. No, like, you must be bad because it's very hard to kill her intentionally.
Very true.
Like, Nos in Awakening is where it fucking shines. They couldn't fucking nerf it enough. I don't want to put that out. I want to put that one out. Sparky in a nutshell. Long time nothing into horny remark.
You know what? Just for that, Sheriff could also step on me.
That's the Dragon Lady, right? Who joins right before the Walmart arc, I think?
Yes.
Okay, I liked her too. The only thing is, I know this is probably controversial. I always got her and Cordelia mixed up. I thought they were the same character for a while. They don't even look that similar, but I just assumed they were the same.
Are we talking, you know, FE1/FE3 Minerva, or are we talking Cherish's Wyvern?
Well, you do like dragons, so that's actually a fair question. He could specifically mean either.
Okay, but counterpoint, Corrin is normally in a human form and occasionally transforms into a dragon.
Follow-up point, you also made the same comment about Alear, but I think she's even a dragon form even less, if ever. I actually can't remember if Alear ever
goes dragon form and engage.
I was gonna say, like, I can't even remember if she ever does go dragon.
She has a dragon stone for some reason, but never makes use of it. The only
counterpoint, she can't even afford shoes. Counterpoint, maybe she doesn't want shoes.
Counterpoint, nobody in Nora owns pants except for, like, 5 people, and thankfully that it's the Mercs at least putting Elise in a dress so her freaking ass isn't falling out and setting up everybody for jail.
Counter whatever point we're up to right now, at least Norians can own horses. I'm pretty sure they eat them in Hoshido.
That is true.
Like, nobody has horses in Hoshido. All they do is Naruto run at you.
Horses instead.
Yeah. All their horses grew wings, and I think Hoshido was the first time we ever saw a male Pegasus Knight, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. Yes.
I think Tsubaki was like the progenitor of that.
Well, technically not Pegasus Knights, they're Sky Knights.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true, but I mean, let's be real. I'm pretty sure he does refer to his mount as a Pegasus in one of his supports anyway. So it's not like they could really make that argument.
I didn't pay much attention to Tsubaki because he's usually benched after like 3 maps because he fucking sucks.
He's almost a necessity in a lot of Rev runs, unfortunately, just because he's flying, not because he's good. Like, you give him the Rinka backpack treatment and just let him do something and pray he sees a little bit of strength.
And that's the fun part. Tsubaki's like, level up HP skill.
Yep. Maybe speed. His speed growth's not too bad. But he's a Pegasus Knight.
It's only like a 20% personal. It's the class that saves him, and it's only like a 40 or 45 at the end of the day.
Yeah, which, again, with some of the people in Rev, you could do worse. Nyx.
That is fair.
Nyx. Still angry about that. I like Nyx. I like Nyx in Conquest, and then she just joins you in Rev, and you're like, your bench is over there. Go have a seat.
Things about Conquest is how it feels like you can find a niche for anybody, which I guess you could do in almost any Fire Emblem, but like, I found things where making use of her counter curse personal skill actually sets up kills for her on some maps.
Yep. I got to the point of her and Odin giving me I think it was like a 97% chance to get Haitaka every time. Because I was like just using both of them to lower his evasion so much and then hitting him with just like a boosted, like an Azura boosted Niles. And it was like almost a guarantee.
You can debuff them below. Like once they hit 0 Void, I don't believe it goes negative.
That's the thing is I don't think the two of them together bring him to negative because he's on those stairs. But he definitely, like normally without them, I think it's like a 60% chance at best you might hit him with Niles on capture, but it's almost a guarantee if you have both Odin and Nyx just kind of doing little fucking salsa dances around him.
Blading also on the rest of them just getting absolutely ass blasted. I think they both just get one shot by the steel.
Yeah, it's literally it's a Hail Mary. Like you need to do it in that turn or they're dead. What am I doing? I'm looking for books.
I rarely bother with capture units, to be honest.
Oh.
Like the only one that I sometimes use is Rally Man.
Wait, so you don't go for like Haitaka for chapter 10?
I don't need to. I have other strats built around chapter 10.
Oh, I would love to hear those. Because usually it's like Haitaka is the one sworn by, and I like, on the times where I can't get him, I would love alternative strategies.
I mean, I've found that with careful either meal or tonic use, Effie plus Arthur usually combo for kills on all the spear fighters and ninjas coming from the left.
Okay.
Sometimes the only thing you have to worry about is Effie getting debuffed by the steel shuriken. But I think the turn they initially initiate combat with you, like the first turn, because they're about 2 turns away from you. No, I think after your first turn, you can get some of them to attack.
Okay.
I think. The position that, like, if I saw it, I could explain it, but the position's drawing a blank right here because
I know on the top left, beside the house, there's like a couple of club and axe guys.
Yes,
the right is predominantly archers, which is usually why I have Silas and Effie tank that. And then the bottom,
Yeah,
bottom mid going left is ninjas.
I think you just cut out.
Oh, I said, sorry, bottom left going...
You stopped, okay.
Yeah, bottom left going into the left is ninjas. So I just wanted to make sure that...
Spear Fighters and Takumi, yeah. I know turn 1 I use... So I go Bozu.
Oh, of course.
So...
That hard seal is made for Bozu. Like, let's not even try to fucking give another reason for that. That's what that's there for.
I play Lunatic. I've beaten Lunatic 2 or 3 times. I don't need Haitaka. The most I do for Lunatic is I make sure everybody's level on their joining map and they get like at least 1 or 2 relevant stats in preparation for Chapter 10. After that, their level ups don't matter too much to me.
Wait, who threw their DS into the wall?
I didn't throw it into the wall. It's just broken because I smashed my PS4 controller into it on accident because underneath my covers, and I was getting pissed playing Hollow Knight, and my 3DS was a casualty of rage.
Oh! Oh shit! Okay, so he was talking about you. I thought he was talking about somebody else who couldn't play. I didn't realize he was fucking throwing shade at you. Wait, so did you finish Hollow Knight?
Well, this was a long time ago. This was like my first playthrough of Hollow Knight years ago.
Gotcha. Okay. Did you finish Hollow Knight?
I mean, I finished my first run, but I got stuck in the Pantheons the first time, so I made it farther on the time I streamed, surprisingly.
That's good. I didn't even fucking finish the Pantheon. I was like, I'm done with this.
But
I wouldn't call that a God pack, Xander. I would call that a money pack. Like, God pack, nothing in there was like worth $30. So what do you think about the world ending in like 4 more days then?
Oh, you mean for Silk Song, supposedly?
Yeah, there's all this media hype that's like, well, Silk Song is finally coming out, which means the world's gonna end on September 3rd.
Fuck it, we ball. If it's coming down, we're going out partying.
Right? I've actually seen like a bunch of people delaying their games now because of Silk Song. Like this game I've been waiting for called Demon School, which looks a lot like old school Shin Megami Tensei. Finally got a release date, and it was going to be 1 day before. It was going to be on September 3rd. And then they delayed it because they're like, we're not going to try and compete with that, which on the one hand is smart, but on the other hand, I don't like because, like, you're kind of saying, like, we acknowledge this game is going to be better than our game, which, as a creator, you really shouldn't do if you can help it. Like, you want to have faith in your product. But also, I kind of wanted Demon School more than Silk Song.
I think there's just a lot of hype around Silk Song is why people are like, we're just not going to bother because everyone's just going to be so focused into Silk Song and they're going to spend so much time trying to break it just like Hollow Knight, they're not going to care about any other games.
Oh, 100%.
I don't know if it's the game's better, it's more of people are going to be too distracted, they're going to enjoy their new toy too much. Let's just wait till the new toy hype is calmed down. Which is
kind of one of the reasons why I also don't do hype games. Like when Silk Song comes out, I'm not streaming it. I'm probably not even going to look at anything for it for the couple of weeks or months because everyone's going to be streaming it. And I don't like to compete for numbers. Like, it bothers me. I would rather, if people want to watch my stuff, they'll watch because they enjoy this specifically. I don't want to make them have to choose between like, well, I want to watch this, but also this guy's playing this, and I really want to see that, so.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hi, Jimmy.
Jimmy! How's it going, man? Gotta get those Dark Magician deck max out. Too many, too good.
Yeah, so for future reference, Mike, for numbers, base Archer Mozu with a bronze bow +1, I believe the number is, one-shots all the Sky Knights on that map if she had 0 investment besides the Heart Seal.
So basically any level of investment means you don't even need to have the forged weapon then.
Potentially. I still do it for the accuracy because, you know, she hasn't built up any weapon levels, so there's a chance Niles will have the C rank, which I forget if that's a +5 hit or it's a +1 damage on bows and fades, because it's been a while since I physically played it.
Yeah, I agree. I don't remember either.
If I had it in front of me, I'd figure it out, but,
Oh, Jimmy, I got rid of the sound redeems because they were, some of them were causing copyright things, which was driving me crazy. Because, like, if I'm getting copyright struck, it may as well just be over one thing, which is the game's audio. And the others, sometimes they just broke. Sometimes they just straight up broke. Like, whenever people would use, like, the Markiplier ones for the video redeems, sometimes they just wouldn't, like, the rest of the time, the rest of them got turned off, and I don't know why. So I was just like, you know what? If people want them, I can play them. I have them here. Where's my video one?
Oh, Tacky, you're on.
What the hell is even that?
There you go.
That was fun if you're not prepared.
That was glitched as hell. Early game, I'm currently getting cucked by furries in chapter 9. Oh, he's in Rainforest. That's the key, the Caden chapter, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the other thing, so I forget Nyx's exact base speed stat, but I think if she gets +1 on her first level up, I forget if she doubles the Onis or if she needs a tonic to double the Onis, but then she cleanly one-rounds them because she starts at level 9. And then when she gets level 10, and provided she gets, I believe she just needs the speed from the level up, but I could be mixing it up. She might need the tonic as well. She'll be just at enough threshold to one-run all the Onis on the map.
I'm actually really glad you brought up tonics, because I wanted to ask, what are your thoughts on tonics? Because I personally hate them.
I think they're fine. I mean, if you're a little behind on numbers, I think they're a fair tool to combat the things, set up, thresholds you need to get the job done. If I can spend 150 gold to get a tonic and not suffer 85 debuff from a ninja, I'll take them.
So that's the thing, is like, I like them at a base concept, but they feel required. And a lot of times, just because of like how Fates handles some balancing issues, they really feel like you need them, or you're bad, like you're gonna lose. I don't like that.
I don't like them, but hey,
yeah,
Bite, how's it going?
Hey, Bitesire. Yeah, I know. Like I've gone back and forth with my chat on this before, because a lot of them are like, oh, if you just tonic this character up, oh, that's empty. Then it's gonna be fine. But I don't want to have to feel like I have to tonic them just to get any effort out of them.
Okay, but here's my counterpoint. Would you rather waste your one-of speed wing you have for half the game on Chapter 8 just to double an enemy here or there, or would you rather spend 150 gold to get +2 speed for the map to get the job done?
I would rather the game be balanced better so I don't have to make that choice.
But the game is balanced better. It literally gives you a cheap tool to fix in case your levels weren't the best.
I know. It's because in my brain I'm comparing it to like every other Fire Emblem game that doesn't have stat booster or tonics to do that. So they didn't require this little crutch to get it, whereas it feels like Fates, they got to the end and they're like, shit, okay, some of these characters are unbalanced. Temporary items, go. And then they just used that as a blanket fix-all, which it did, but I don't like how it did it. Basically, I'm just being a little bitch right now, and I want you to agree with me, and no one's agreeing with me, so fuck this store.
I think it's one of the best tools Fire Emblem has created, because it's a very soft, easy fix for things that go, oh, I'm a couple of points off, and there's, like, especially for a game where there's no, aux battles to grind out.
True. That's actually another problem I have with Conquest specifically. I don't like that.
I think it's fine not having aux battles.
It's not the aux battles, it's the DLC ones. I think the DLC should have been exempt from that rule.
What do you mean?
So, you know how like, there was the DLC fights to get more money? We kill all these ghosts and you get cash for each one, or you go fight facelets and you get experience for it, but you don't get any item drops or cash.
Oh yeah, Boot Camp and Ghostly Gold, yeah.
Yes, I think those should have been exempt from Conquest's no EXP on auxiliary thing, just specifically because they're DLC. Because yes, then it goes against what Conquest was about, but at the same time, it's an auxiliary extra mode to begin with. So and even Rev lets you get experience from those same maps.
I'm pretty sure you do get EXP on them now.
I'm 90% sure it was not letting me do it when I did it. If it is, then this entire complaint goes in the garbage, but I seem to recall not being able to get extra EXP even with that and bitching about it then. If I'm wrong, then may God strike me down now.
I mean, I've never used them during actual gameplay. I only do them after, so maybe after you're on the final map, maybe it takes off the EXP lock. I don't know, because then I just level grind to max out weapon ranks, things like that for non-existent My Castle shenanigans. But, it just makes me feel good to max out weapon rank.
Strikes you down. Tactician, is that your way of saying that they do actually allow you to gain EXP? And I'm wrong in this whole thing?
I'm pretty sure they do.
Oh, God, I'm going to feel really stupid. But wait, they made another King Rex? Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, and my personal thing that I like doing the most in Fates, which really makes me think and strategize, is not just spamming pair up and playing it like it's Awakening. Like, I actually like to attack stance my way through maps wherever possible.
I always want to attack stance, and it's like, as soon as I'm like, oh, if I do this, and then this, and then this, it'll be really, really good, and we'll get like a bunch of chain combos going up, and it's gonna be so fucking sweet. And then I will forget that, yeah, that also plays against me on enemy phase, and if I don't manage to get all the kills, it's gonna blow up in my face.
Just make sure you get all the kills. Just do
exactly.
the math.
It is
the numbers.
It's a skill issue. That's the problem. Because normally I'm pretty good at that, but
That's why Conquest is my favorite game, because it is just you have every tool you need, just figure it out type of puzzle.
Well, I've gone down and this is a hill I'm gonna die. I don't think it's gonna be a very big hill to die on, because I think people do tend to agree with this. But in my opinion, as far as balance goes, based on what you have at that time, the optional tools at your disposal, and how the map is completely laid out, I think Conquest Chapter 10 is the best designed Fire Emblem map. I haven't played one.
Of Conquest.
I have not found one that is overall better. I have other ones I like better for story, like the Mustafa chapter in Awakening. I think is fantastic for tone, story, and music. But playing, it's just a bunch of units chasing thieves and killing a few reinforcements while sad music plays.
It's just another Awakening map at the end of the day, unfortunately.
Exactly. It's held up by its story, the villain being actually like the first one you encounter with a humanity aspect to him, and things like that. But unfortunately, gameplay is like kind of it. Whereas Conquest, it nails the gameplay, but there are other maps I could point to where the story and tone are better. But I can't think of a fucking map in Fire Emblem I like better than Conquest 10.
It is, and I love how it's almost counterproductive to the point where you're better off being offensive than you are standing still, because you'll get overrun real fucking fast if you just stay stationary.
Even if you have broken ass units, you're not making it through that map unscathed.
Yeah, and that's why I love it's such a fun puzzle. Like, I've done runs where I've even gone like the Wyvern Elise build for memes. I don't really do that anymore, but like that's fun to pull off and make work once in a blue moon. It's not really worth it for early game, at least in my opinion. She makes a decent Malignite later, but
I mean, unless you've got some other access to a Heart Seal so you can get a follow-up healer to replace her. Because, like, in my opinion, Jacob and Felicia can't handle the whole burden of doing it themselves. And whenever I lose Elise early in an Iron Man, I notice that more and more.
That's the fun part, is for my Chapter 10 strats, I bench the Servant. Elise is my only healer.
Oh, wow.
I don't feel the need. I'd rather be aggressive. Any moderate healing I need, I just do with Vulneraries and that one concoction you get at that point in the game.
That's the one that you hold over from the prologue, is it not?
I believe so.
Yeah, because I remember there being times where I just didn't have that, and I think it's because I always try to greedily steal everything out of the prologue I possibly can, and you have to usually drop one item to get everything. Yes, it is it's the Daddy Xander games, yes.
I think you might be able to get one that concoction off of the Tier 1 shop. I think it's one. I think you get one Heart Seal as well from Tier 1 shop.
You get the Heart Seal for sure, that I know, because that's usually my Bozu Heart Seal, but I think you're right about the concoction as well.
See, I'm funny. I think I wait to get Mozu until after I do the Haitaka map, because I'd rather have maps to build some supports.
That's typically how you do it, though. You're not wrong on that one, because but it's not for the same, it's not for building supports. You need like 3 kind of bounce back auxiliary missions to get Haitaka recruited. So Mozu's one of them. Then you typically do one of the invasions, and that might be, maybe it's just the 2 of them. It might be just the 2 of them.
I don't do it for Haitaka. I just like to have it as extra time, because like I know some people do the Mozu as soon as she shows up, and
I think that's a good map for support grinding. You're 100% right on that, because it's not for experience. The only person gaining experience on that is probably Mozu herself.
Exactly. And sometimes Odin.
Sometimes who, sorry?
Odin sometimes.
Oh. If you're going for the early game brain shutting off, what is Odin's fucking daughter's name?
Ophelia?
Ophelia. If you're going for like really rushed Ophelia, yeah, it's a good idea to do it too.
So I typically rush his support with, I pair with Elise because it gives you probably the most magically powerful Ophelia there is.
Yep, that's a pretty good one to go with. Or Corrin if I play as a male Corrin sometimes, or female Corrin, sorry. Sometimes I'll go for that because I do like going that route. But yes, sorry, continue.
So I usually get them to at least an A rank, and then I probably have the S ready to go, but then I don't trigger it right away because Odin kind of falls off here and there in the mid game for the most part. in my opinion.
Well, I don't think it's quite as bad as how Awakening does it, but it does feel like ooh, that's a really nice looking card. It does feel like most of the first gen units fall off at some point, besides, you know, like the Lords. Like,
For the most part,
I've always found like Niles is not super great late game unless you're still trying to capture a few units.
Yeah, he tends to. Well,
Arthur,
so
Effie, they fall off. I know it's blessed.
I've carried Effie to endgame several times.
She can. I'm not saying she can't. But I'm saying, like, if you got like a tanky kid unit from her, that kid unit will almost undoubtedly be better as long as you didn't give them like a completely fucked father. Because her stats are just
like
really good.
I feel like, isn't like usually Arthur Effie the more powerful Percys they're supposed to be?
Most people will go Arthur Effie. I typically go Effie Silas, but that's also because Arthur doesn't typically get used in my playthroughs, because why would I use Arthur when Charlotte is a character that exists?
I mean, you can have Arthur and Effie basically S-ranked by the time you get Charlotte almost.
Yeah, I'm aware, but I also am a sim for Charlotte. She is one of my Norian mommies.
I've taken Charlotte to endgame, and she has done work for me.
Oh yeah.
Not even backpacking just for Xander. Like, she frontlines. She actually frontlined for me in Ninja Hell a little bit.
Yep, I agree.
Because she is so stupidly strong. She can just one-shot some of them sometimes.
The only downside is, honestly, if her passive would be better if she was a man hater over a woman hater, because there's just so many more men, but when she does get to proc that, it is nice.
Yeah, like, people just go, oh, Charlotte, she's just Xander's backpack. Nah, she can actually do some work. Like, it's also funny because she actually has access to Wyvern via Baruka Friendship Seal.
Yep. And, I mean, so, like, as we saw during your stream not too long ago, Wyvern does work.
Yes. Wyvern go burr in most games. But, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like, one thing I like doing with her, if I have the resources and I can spread the EXP, is I'll spend some time with her in Wyvern and get Swordbreaker. Then give her the dual club for the final chapter, part 1, where you have to actually take on Gagarin.
Oh yeah, the Cum Lord, yeah.
Yes, so there's the two sides that have the fixed spawns. There's the side that has the sword master, the side that has the spear masters, and then there's, you know, the other sides that somebody gets trapped into later on the map. So what I do is I put Xander and Charlotte up by the sword masters, and then with the dual club plus Swordbreaker, they have no hit on her, and she pretty much just like one-shots the sword masters.
Dual club might be one of the strongest weapons in that fucking game.
Because it just like dual reverses the weapon triangle. I know the weapon triangle's modifications multiply as you're at a higher level, but they also increase if the enemy's at a higher level too. So it gets like ridiculous hit and damage bonuses. And then Xander gives her literally plus hit and plus dodge on their support and attack stance, which is pretty much all she wants, because the dodge negates the Berserker's innate dodge minus set, and the plus 15 or 20 hit he provides her just to shore up any potential, you know, slightly shaky hit rate she might have from the axes being the, you know, naturally low hit weapons. Obviously, axe proficiency boosts hit rate anyway, but a little extra just for that 100% hit rate never goes a bad way, because Simon's an asshole.
Well, it's also really helpful that, like, specifically with the dual club, clubs are the axes that are more accurate at the expense of being slightly weaker, but then the fucking weapon triangle mishmash makes up for that anyway.
Were they more accurate? I thought it was just they had a higher crit rate, so they were...
Do I have that backward? I thought clubs were accurate.
I know their might is weaker. I'm going to check Serena's right now.
Yeah, do that, because I don't want to give out wrong information, even if I'm just misremembering it. I'd rather be accurate in case people are like, yeah, that's a good point.
Get into the numbers deep, because I do know clubs at least have crit rate compared to regular axes.
It's possible that it's crit and not hit, but I thought they were down power, up hit, but maybe I'm wrong.
Okay, they are up +5 hit on average, but they are down 1 to 2 power.
Okay. Well, sometimes that's what you need.
But they do have the 5 extra crits. Yeah, the dual club is 9 base might, 60 base hit, 10 crit.
Plus whatever you're getting off of weapon advantage with it being flipped.
Right, with the reverse of the weapon triangle, like it swings like 40 hit your way or something ridiculous.
Yeah, it's stupidly strong. It's really good.
But then you factor in Swordbreaker, that's plus 50 right there. So you just get like a 90 hit evasion. Okay.
Which is gross.
And then Xander just stands beside her and just goes, these guys don't even hurt me, or if they do like 2 damage, so I don't care. Because the Siegfried is an insanely fair weapon.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely it is. How could you say otherwise? How would you ever believe otherwise that the Siegfried is anything but busted as hell?
I love Conquest. I can't wait to get my 3DS physically back so I can play it again. I do want to stream it at some point in time, but I have to actually figure out how I want to lay out 3DS capture sometime in the future.
I typically just try to keep the dimensions fine, and then the layout kind of makes itself for me. Like, once I've planned out how big the second screen has to be, it's virtually done for me.
Yeah, it's just figuring out how I want to capture that second screen that I want to do. But I'm probably gonna have to. I think it's probably usually what, like, crop the screens, because there's obviously all coming out on one. Do like screen A, which is the big screen, and then the smaller screen somewhere else. I'll figure it out in time.
Yeah, you've got this. You don't ever seem to have too much of an issue making your own layouts, to the point where I noticed when I was going to do the Discord call, you have that thing on your Discord profile that's like, if you work for streaming services, fuck off.
Well, that's because I got fucking baited by some shitty scammer.
Yeah. They love.
I didn't pay much money to it, thankfully, but yeah.
Oh, you actually gave them cash though. Oh, jeez. Okay, well that's a bit different. I'm glad it wasn't much. I just like, honestly, for me, it's less about them wanting my money. It's more about them like getting my hopes up that someone actually like likes what I'm talking about in my streams. But then it's just like, by the way, I see your art needs to be updated, and it's like, oh, you're one of those. Also, fuck you, because I made it.
They baited me with a good preemptive art piece that I was like, oh, that actually looks really good. And then I got the finished product, and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, so they didn't just hit you with the stuff that looks like it's pre-made from like every fucking generator ever.
Yes, when I got the final product, I'm like, what the fuck? And they were like, oh yeah, no refunds. I'm like, wow, you're a bunch of pieces of shit. Okay.
Yeah, that's bullshit. It does make me laugh when I make my own stuff, and then one of their lines is, it looks like your layout could use an update, and I'm sitting here going like, motherfucker, I made that. Screw you.
Attack your life points directly.
No kidding. Strike at my ego, why don't you? Yeah, no, the bait and switch is such bullshit, because it's like, usually at least they have the decency to not have, like, they haven't covered their asses, so when you go to their profiles, they clearly have like the AI generated shit all over the place. You're like, okay, you're one of those. But the fact that they actually like had something properly made to trick you with, that's new. I haven't heard of that before, and that scares me.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, nah, I'm gonna fucking I'm just not gonna deal with them. Like, I even had somebody DM me and fucking like whispers on Twitch, and they were like, oh, you're a great streamer, by the way, can I link you with this person on Discord? I'm like, no, probably not. And then they sent me the link anyway, and I'm like, I'm not responding.
That's a block, sir. Thank you. Bye. I don't know, man. Like, I wish we could say by 2025 we didn't have fucking scammers anymore, but it's only gotten worse.
Unfortunately, scammers and scalpers are rampant, and they need put to the stake.
I'm grateful we don't get bots like that on YouTube. Dude, it's not even just YouTube though, or Twitch. It's like if you advertise on Twitter, it's fucking crazy. If you post a stream, you're almost guaranteed to get fucking 2 hits on it, just for that.
I just use Twitter for porn.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what?
That's what I predominantly used it for by the end.
I use it for that and keeping updates on when my Azure lane happen, as far as like new content and new big titty girls are adding to the roster.
As you should.
Which, man, the last skids they put out were fucking spicy. They are pushing the Google Play envelope.
Oh, tactician!
They actually had fucking like 5 skids get banned last year, but one of them I think finally got taken off the list.
I wonder if that's the one. I wonder if that's the game that has those skins that I used in XCOM, where people are like, "Oh, they're one of those." I think it had like the word "Taya-man" or something in it.
I don't think so. I'd have to go back and rewatch the. Are you still playing XCOM, or are you done in the VODs on your YouTube
I haven't done
channel?
one in a while, and the VODs aren't up on YouTube. It's on the list of, okay, I need to actually get proper VODs for this up. So this and Darkest Dungeon 2 will eventually see resurgences on my stream, because One, I love playing those games, and two, the longer breaks I take between them, the more mods get made. Like they, I saw one the other day that someone modded in the Ruin Sentinels from Dark Souls 2 as a boss in Darkest Dungeon. I was like, that's cool. I'd like to fight that. Yeah, Tactician, I was saying, because you were like, I don't even get bots, I'm not cool enough for them, that's why I don't stream anymore. And I know you're kidding, but like at the same time, I'm like, I want to give you a hug.
I don't know, he likes to be very sad boy when things don't go his way. He gets very, very sad boy.
Sparky over here giving the tough love depression therapist routine.
I mean, I trash talk FE6 once, and then he's like depressed the rest of my stream because I have a different taste in fire than him, so he takes it as a attack.
I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's probably just like kidding, because I don't know him super well. Because that's one of the things that drives me crazy about like debates with people online is when you give them your opinion and they take it as fact, and then they get like, oh, we're off. It's like, no, like, okay, now you give me your opinion and we'll go back and forth about like what we like and what we don't. Like, I'm well known for not liking Octopath Traveler. And during my stream with Artie, he's a big fan of it, and he was pointing out all the things that I was commenting on. And he's like, well, actually, it's like this. And I'm like, oh, that's really interesting. Like, I didn't know that. So by the end of the stream, I was almost like, did this motherfucker make me want to replay Octopath Traveler? Like, so, and that's what I love about a proper debate and discussion, is when your opinion can be shifted, but you both walk away with it understanding each other's points a little bit, and there's mutual respect, which unfortunately goes out the window.
Weevil him.
Oh, I think I've got my auto spray is quite fine-tuned, okay. But I did see him too. Good. I ran through the green mist.
I'm okay with debates, but like it's like the debates that get under my skin, when someone's clearly like, you know, I've said my piece, I'm sticking to my gun. That's when I'm like, don't keep pushing the envelope.
That's
like,
not a debate then.
Clearly,
that like they clearly just wanted to speak. They didn't want to talk to you. They wanted to talk at you. Like that's all that. Like that's not a debate. That's them basically trying to like mic drop and leave the room after they're done saying their piece, and that's not cool. Like that's not okay. That's not how humans should communicate.
I don't know. It's just weird when people, like, someone's very, like, especially watching from the outside, like, someone's clearly, like, you know, you can say your piece, but, like, when they're clearly, like, well invested in their opinion and someone's trying to change it, that's where it's like, why are you, like, still going on about it, though? Like, they're clearly, they have, you know, their mentality for whatever reason. I just don't see much of a point in continuing on at that point, you know? Yeah,
oh, absolutely. And I think that comes down to specifically like who it is that you're talking to. Because, like I said, with Artie, I was very much like, it doesn't matter what kind of things are said, I'm not playing that fucking game again. And by the end of it, I was like, shit, man, like maybe I did judge this game too harshly and I should give it another shot, like at least to form a more educated opinion about it. And I think that's probably the best result you can get from a discussion like that, is someone willing to give it another try. And I could have easily just been like, nope, I'm not doing it, I don't care. And that would have been fine as well. But instead, I kept my mind open and I was like, okay, I'd give this another go, I'd give this another go. Clearly, if this many people like it, I must be missing something obvious, so, you know, let's give this a shot.
It's a game I gotta play, to be honest. I haven't played it myself.
I weirdly enough, I bought it twice. One with a collector's edition because I liked the art styles and everything. But then I actually like got to playing it on stream, and oh, it's so good. And I was like, this game fucking sucks. Like, why did I buy this twice?
Oh, look, there's a trolling tactician pretending he's being bullied all the time.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's why I stopped playing FE6 and FE5, because I got shit talked by Sparky, crying face, ooh woo.
Who the fuck goes ooh woo when they're sad?
He does, when he's trolling.
Pretending?
Okay, you're the one taking it as an attack on your character. I'm just telling you, I don't like the games.
I go ooh woo when I'm sad. Oh, I gotta pay my rent and my employees and my electricity in that order. I'm broke!
Damn, you just melted like $5,000.
Oh god, what a thing to hear. Like you're like in a card store stopping and the fucking owner is outside the front door just screaming, I'm broke! I'm ruined! You're like, maybe we shouldn't play here anymore.
and I'm fucking. What's really annoying me right now, which I know totally.
Maddie, scan faster. I need money.
My fucking capture card. So you saw it was working perfectly fine today. Engage.
Yeah, I saw 0 issues. I heard everything crisp and clean. I saw everything.
So my fucking PS4 has just decided I don't want to work with this anymore for some reason, or the capture. I don't like your PS4, which is pissing me off because I've been seeing so many people replaying Kingdom Hearts. I want to replay Kingdom Hearts now.
You've been watching a lot of Sir Whitefire streams, haven't you?
I have been.
Yeah. I fucking knew it, because every time he's streaming, it's always Kingdom Hearts lately, and I'm like, you know, I have no...
the series. I've been there since the first one.
I can't go back and play that series unless it's, like, very, very tepidly. Like, for me, Kingdom Hearts 1 was the best one for, like, story, because it was not super complicated. It was a nice, simple story about friendship and compassion and stuff like that. I like that. Kingdom Hearts 2 fixed all my complaints about the gameplay. It made the combat system dynamic. It's so good, so much. The only complaint I have about Kingdom Hearts 2's gameplay is they made the arena noticeably worse. Mostly just by not letting me level up in it. I loved Olympus Arena for leveling up.
The Coliseum, the Underworld Coliseum and all that shit.
Yeah, that was my only complaint about the gameplay. But the story started to kind of go a little bit off the rails, but it was still mostly followable. Despite the fact that you needed to have Chain of Memories under your belt to understand why half of Organization 13 wasn't around. I was really confused by that at the first. And then...
I didn't play Chain of Memories. I was dumb.
Well, I tried playing Chain of Memories, and I'm like, what's this fucking card shit? And then didn't play Chain of Memories.
I didn't care for it. Maybe whenever I get to restreaming it, maybe I'll try playing it again. Maybe Sir Whitefire explain it to me in a way like 5.
Drives go burr or drive form. Yeah, drive forms were great.
Yeah, drive forms were great, especially so I have the 1.5, 2.5 collections, which is like final mix versions, and they add so much extra stuff. Like in vanilla Kingdom Hearts, bracer wasn't a thing. That the ability that prevents you from being interrupted when you're curing.
Oh, that's so good. That's so helpful. I will say one thing about drive forms in KH2 that drove me fucking insane was I think they got the leveling requirements for the red form and the blue form. I'm forgetting what they are, like power and wisdom or whatever.
Valor and wisdom.
Valor and wisdom. I think they got those backwards because Valor's was based on how many hits you got and wisdom's was based on how many kills. But wisdom's it was way harder to get kills for unless you specifically farmed weak enemies. So I think it should have been the other way around, because Valor, it was fun to use to the point where getting kills was not a problem. But I had to specifically go grind Wisdom. I never got Wisdom without going out of my way for it.
So the reason Valor form is that way is because it's combo oriented. So because you're dual wielding Keyblades, it might count each hit as potentially 2 attacks. So you're going to ramp up EXP faster that way. But it also has, I think, possibly the highest EXP total needed to max because it's hit based. The reason Wisdom form is the way it is because it's more built to be a magic casting build. That's why it was
I agree, and the combo thing was exactly how it was pointed out to me, and I'm like, that makes perfect sense. I totally get that. But I've never found anybody who said like Wisdom was fun to level up. Unless you're gonna sit here and be like, I liked it.
To be honest, like they all have a drag to some capacity. Serenity, you beat the first one in Final Remix. You beat Sephiroth for the first time ever, and every boss. Nice.
So for Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, I have gone through on Proud Mode or whatever the fucking highest difficulty is. I beat Sephiroth on both, although I am convinced that I cheated Sephiroth in the first game due to a glitch, and I don't know how this glitch works, but people have told me they also encountered it, which is when he uses his fuck you, you're getting knocked down to 1 HP and no MP move.
Oh, Sin Heartless.
That one.
In the first, or Sin Harvest in the first game, Kingdom Hearts 2, Sin Heartless Angel.
Yeah, so he used that, and I jumped the gun and threw my last elixir as it was going off. So what happened was the elixir went off, then it dropped me to 1, but then for some reason I also got fully healed right after that. And it was, I think it was just a timing thing.
Healing is delayed in Kingdom Hearts, so like it looks like it hits you, but second for it to work.
It is possible that's the case, but I've mentioned that exact glitch to other people when talking about it, and they're like, that happened to me too. So I did beat him, but I think the game cheated for me. I don't know. In Kingdom Hearts 2, I just hit him with the ultimate weapon, and then he died. because ultimate weapon was...
or Master and Final could be pretty tough. Final is based on nobody kills. The Master is eating the drive orbs for EXP.
They have links as well, too.
That's like a ritual, though.
Oh, that's a ritual, sorry. They have links, too.
Yeah, that's a link.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a newer set. That was Infinite Forbidden, wasn't it? That's why.
Pretty. I'm waiting for my next set of graded cards to come back in 6 days so I can send off more cards to get graded.
But what was I thinking about? I'm having a case of old man brain.
We were talking about Kingdom Hearts, probably either the Sephiroth fight or the forums.
So a version of Kingdom Hearts 2, the final mix, has a difficulty called Critical Mode, which wasn't originally available in the States. It's higher than Proud Mode. It's you max out at half health. So like your HP bonus increases are cut in half, your MP bonuses are cut in half, but as a result, you do more damage to the enemies, and you start off with more AP and more abilities to kind of combat that, so you can make your combos longer, like that.
Okay.
That's what I want to replay Kingdom Hearts 2 on again. I want to redo all the bonus fights that game has, because it was so much fun to get through, and there's a boss fight that might be more satisfying to beat than Nightmare King Grim.
I'm trying to think if I actually found satisfaction beating Nightmare King Grim, or if I was just like, I'm happy this is over.
I quite enjoyed Nightmare King Grim because my buddy who got me into playing Hollow Knight finally, he could never beat Nightmare King Grim. He got stuck at him, and when I finally beat him, I'm like, aha, I have surpassed the teacher.
I do remember looking at it being like, oh, this is a fucking Dracula fight, like that's what this is. And it worked out because Miranda and I were literally just watching, like, we were in like our big Castlevania hype phase at that point.
Ah, okay.
Which was like perfect.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Peaked at XYZ.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Pendulums almost ruined the game, and then what they didn't kill
fucking sucked.
And then what they didn't finish off killing, Lynx came in and finished the job.
Honestly, Lynx fixed the pendulum bullshit and made them way less out of control.
Right, but then they were their own problems too.
They are, but I'll deal with Lynx rather than just infinitely vomitable pendulum monsters any day, to be honest.
Did you have a favorite deck?
Me?
Yeah. Like what kind of decks were you like really a fan of playing? Because you had a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh commentary when I was playing with Xander, and I'm like, oh, I'm really interested to pick Sparky's brain on this too.
Oh, yeah, so the main deck I have right now is based on Trap Bobby, who you have in that lovely artwork on your Labyrinth. It is
the silver-haired lady.
Like Beauty and the Beast themed deck where there's a couple servants, and then there's some haunted furniture that are supposed to represent like the living, Cogsworth and then the servants.
Libya!
But it's a trap deck, so it's a deck that can actually like play trap cards turn one and things like that, which is really cool because trap cards have inherently become so power corrupt in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's disgusting.
Well, it's because they're really slow. You'd rather have quick play spells like almost 95% of the time. Quick
play spells, tutor cards, things like that, and because traps had to be set for a turn, they just get blown up by your opponent.
Sparky, honestly, okay, so I actually should point this out too. Based on Tactician's comment there when you said all the time when you were like, hey, I want to have Art of Trap Mommy on the wall, I thought you meant like it was a fucking like trans character. I didn't realize that's what you meant.
She's just a trap-based boss monster, then she's a mommy. Therefore, she is Trap Mommy.
Yep, but that's not what I was. That's not what I was getting from that.
Fair. So the form you have on the wall, I think, is more Lady Labyrinth, where she's like got the swords. Her lovely form is where she has like the axe.
I think I have another one of her that's a standing up one. I just didn't get it yet because it was like the posters were starting to get up in their prices, and I wanted to save some room in the middle because there's also a series of posters that were added that are like squares, so they're not vertical or horizontal, they're perfectly squared, and I'm like, okay, I want some room in the middle area for that, but those are also very expensive, and I have to wait.
Very nice. But yeah, so that's like my closest thing to a quote-unquote meta deck. But there is another one that I've picked up recently. It's called Malice. Apparently it was like terrorizing TCG, and I think it's terrorizing Master Duel right now.
Ooh.
It's based off of computer viruses and Alice in...
Wait, computer viruses and Alice in Wonderland. That's a weird mix.
So you have fuck did I put the cards? I can't remember where I put them. They're in my tin somewhere. But there's like Malice, Chessy Cat, Malice, White Hair, Malice Dormouse. The boss is Malice, Cryptor Queen, things like that. But their trap cards are all like named off these really weird things too.
Okay.
But
I will always hold a special small hatred in my heart for the Dormouse in Alice in Wonderland, because there's a D&D series. I can't remember what the name of it is, but there's a campaign you can run that is based on Alice in Wonderland, and one of the encounters is like the Tea Party, and the fucking Dormouse is a maxed out level monk, and that thing is fucking terrifying.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the cool thing about Malice is they play around with banishment a lot, which, you know, a lot of decks can't really from as easily.
Yeah, I mean, great. I'm sure it's better now, but like before, there was basically no deck that used it.
Exactly. But yes, that's like probably the next other meta deck I have. But then I have a bunch of pet decks that I like. My favorite archetype has always been the Archfiends, because the Summon Skull was technically.
Yes, yeah. So when they finally fixed Summon Skull to be considered an Archfiend, it definitely helped a lot. So you like the dice rolling element of it, or is it just like the style and the art?
I like the artwork. I did try playing like the old school Dark Crisis cards for a while, like 20 years ago. God damn it, I'm old again.
Don't worry, man. My fucking favorite deck is Wind-Ups, and that shit hasn't been legal since well before Pendulums were a thing. That's for sure.
Yeah, that was. I heard nasty things about that Xyz era deck, but I wasn't really playing around then.
You wear my tiny wind-up creatures and their ability to fucking nuke your entire hand.
Right. But yeah, so I just really like. I've always been a fan of like fiend monsters in general. They usually have pretty sick designs. Mm-hmm. And yeah, they were probably like Summon Skull was just always cool. Like think Yugi, think I have the same attack power as Star.
Oh yeah, the fucking the invincible meme. Yeah, I've seen that, and it's so true. Like also, fun fact that people don't catch on to: he's searchable by Sangan.
Yeah, he is. Is it Sangan or which of the Black Four? I thought which was defense based.
Which? Sorry, yeah, Sangan's attack. But yes, he's searchable. I mean, Dark Magician's searchable now with all of his fucking tutor cards, but not back in the day. Hell no.
Back in the day, yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, so that's why, I mean, Archfiend's got some support. They got like fake support 5Ds era from Jack Atlas, and then they got actual semi-okay support in a set called Judgment of the Light, which was around the Xyz era. They got like a Searcher, a new boss monster, and they played a lot around like self-destruction effects for bigger bodies, but they were a little too fair because the things you usually summon out couldn't attack that turn, and it's like, why?
Because they needed some way to rein them in, but then they went overboard with it, is usually the case. They're like, this effect's too good on paper, but then in practice you're like, oh, this actually would have been... Like, look at... I know they have cards now, because Khajiit always reminds me of this whenever I bring it up, but like, look at Gate Guardian. Let's get 3 monsters out on the field that all cost 2 tributes each, all double tribute monsters, to get a boss monster out that has 0 protection.
That's just funny at that point. Like, summoning Gate Guardian legitimately may as well be like another Exodia.
More like Gate Guardian.
Legitimately do that shit.
And like apparently they now have support, which is, you know, good for Gate Guardian, but like
yeah, they have
way too little, too late.
They have like fusions of like 2 of the pieces together, which look really fucking funny.
Oh, kind of like how in the cartoon when Yuki fucking electrocuted Suijin, so they just had like this floating torso.
Yeah, and like how the XYZ Dragon Cannon piece have like 2-piece fusions instead, things like that.
I hated that archetype just because there was like 500 different cards for it because of those fusions. But, really think about how Kaiba's deck must have looked when he added that archetype to it. Like, his deck would have been impossible because he would have needed like a 45-card extra deck.
Not really, because initially it was only X, Y, and Z. There was no VW, ABC, like it was X, Y, Z, and then 5 different fusions.
Did you just kick that box into your own hands? That was impressive.
I think she just fucking styled on you.
I think she did.
Give that MILF a raise. You shouldn't even bend down to pick up the box.
Nope. She knows what happens. Think of how any Yu-Gi-Oh character's deck must look. Yeah, Yugi's deck must have been the biggest piece of shit ever. seconded or probably only put to shame by Joey's.
But Joey was fucking meme energy. Nobody cared.
That's the thing. It's like
died by the meme.
Like really, they always made it so like Yugi had the fucking bullshit pulls for like everything he needed. But really, that quality should have just been exclusive to Joey, because his whole deck was themed around that shit.
Well, he was just gamble. Yugi was just heart of the cards. Joey was literally fuck it, we ball.
Joey's the best duelist in Brooklyn, Japan.
Brooklyn Rage.
He was the only duelist in Brooklyn, Japan.
But other decks that I have Harpies because it's a pretty fun deck. I like the Swarm, but also, you know, big titty bird girls.
Absolutely.
And also Maya's Chesticles. I have Dark Lords, which is a pretty cool deck. It started out pretty bad, but then they got new support in a set called Destiny Soldiers. Now they became like this high-level monsters based on like recycling their own spells and traps to reapply their effects from the graveyard, and like some of them have like really powerful like non-targeting destruction, mind control, or like change of heart type effects, banishment even, I think.
Blows my mind how like just destruction in general used to be this overpowered thing, and now destruction's actually something that could really aid your opponent. So you either need like non-targeting destruction, or you need
exactly, because
like,
a lot of things can't be targeted or destroyed. So like, you gotta just be like, I'm a change of heart in that, or something like that. And they also have like this really busted boss monster. The goal is like to try to special summon a bunch of the other ones to try to get like free bodies without your tribute summon. And then you summon Dark Lord Morningstar, who in Japan is Lucifer, but you know, localization reasons.
oh yeah, Morningstar makes sense for that, sir.
And
my way.
We won't step on you, Serenity. But when he summoned for every effect monster your opponent controls, which I got hosed one time by being an average player not reading, playing against a Blue Eyes deck, because guess what? Blue Eyes aren't effect monsters.
Nope.
For every effect monster your opponent controls, he mills like I forget if it's part of his summon or how it exactly works. If I knew where the card was, I could read it. But it's something where for every one it summons a Dark Lord from graveyard, which, you know, they're generally going to be in your graveyard.
Yeah.
And then it does something where it can mill and then gain life points because they pay life points to trigger their effects to reactivate all their spells and traps. It'll like mill X amount, so, you know, like after you put a bunch bad, you can try milling them again after you shuffle a million times from searching more and more to try to reset them back in the graveyard to have them as advantage later, because they're all activatable in the graveyard as quick effects from your monsters by paying 1,000 life points. So it's just like this really grind heavy deck, but unfortunately the way the game is now, it's just too slow.
And it's funny because like as you were saying that, the only thing going through my mind is, my God, I forgot that Yu-Gi-Oh had like a book of text per card, but like that is really the case.
Yes.
I mean, like, fucking, look at this fucking thing. That's a full goddamn book. That's not even a fucking bad example.
Dragon, yeah.
That's got a full one. That's a spell that has a full one. That's a full one. Like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I've tried building heroes, but they just keep getting so many cards. Like, I shouldn't bother, because every time I try to build it, it just gets power crept a week later.
Yeah, and then they try to bring it back.
I didn't know we're coming. Yeah, but another deck that I got. So after the Pendulum era debuted, there was a really nasty archetype called Cliffort.
I hate it. I was bitching about it yesterday. I fucking hate Clifforts.
So the deck I found to deal with them, because they had, I believe they dubbed the phrase Towers boss monsters, where they're unaffected by like everything.
Yep. And you have to kill them twice or something?
Nah, so he has Cliffort Towers specifically is unaffected by every monster with a level rank equal or lower than it. So it has to be a level or rank 10 or higher to affect it. And it also reduces all special summon monster attack by 500 because it's a tribute summon monster.
Right.
It can't be special summon at all, I think.
I believe you're right. I believe you're right on that.
And I think it also at the end of your turn, like the turn player, you make your opponent like destroy a monster or send it to the graveyard or some non-target bullshit too.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it's not like destroying, it's sending, because Yu-Gi-Oh is very particular about its wording.
Exactly. And the archetype I found to combat it was another Fiend archetype, Infernoids.
Infernoids. Oh, that's the... I
monster-
remember those. I remember those. I used to play those for a bit.
The boss monster was able to board wipe. It was basically Dark Hole on summon for everything but itself. And it was a level 10, so it could nuke towers off the field.
Yeah, I remember that fucking... I remember Infernoids, because they were the ones that was like, if you go first or something like that, right? There was something about their effects?
They have a summoning restriction where if your level/rank is, they can only be summoned if it's 8 or less total. Anything once your level/rank is above that, you can't summon any more of them, which is why they got really good with Lynx for a while, because Lynx didn't have that restriction.
Ah.
It's
been a while since I've looked at them. I think I had something for Inference. Like, they had their own barrier card, right?
I believe they had a field spell called like Void Barrier expansion on the localization. It might have been Barrier in Japan, but I think it's expansion here. But they were, they had like all had a built-in DD Crow effect.
Oh yeah, I remember DD Crow. Good classic side deck.
Graveyard. So they could like bait opponent's negation and or removal, and then chain quick effect to remove something out of their graveyard that was valuable later. So like, if your opponent was trying to summon something in graveyard, you can quick effect chain, get it out of there before they can summon it, for example, disrupt combos.
Yeah.
The boss monsters were either Dark Hole or Heavy Storm on summon, but for non-archetype cards, well, okay, Dark Hole was everything for Onuku, but Deviati was only for non-void spells and traps.
That's okay. So I was thinking of the wrong archetype, but now I do know what you're talking about. And yes, that was a deck I played. I do remember those guys. I fucking love that deck. As soon as you said Deviati, I'm like,
Yeah, because as per usual, we can't get the cool names here because in Japan it was Infernoid, Lilith, and Ameth.
oh, that would have been way better.
Yeah, they had all the cool ass names. Like the level 1 that was like Mini Nightbeam was fucking Infernoid Satan.
Yeah. I remember the. God, that's take. Oh God, that just hit me all in the nostalgia.
Was Beelzebub. Harmadik was Lucifugus.
Yeah, it was like the deck that you ran Gamble in, of all things.
Gamble?
Yeah, there was like a fucking card that's like, have your opponent like call a level and then like flip cards off the top of your deck until...
Oh, Reasoning, yeah.
Reasoning, not Gamble. So I think Gamble's what that same effect is called in Pokemon.
Oh yeah, that grass looks greener yet than Infernoids. Well, I don't even think it was fully Noids that got grass banned, or just something else copying a 60 card strategy and being more broken.
But yeah, oh my God, yeah, as soon as, like, I forgot those existed until you said Deviati, and my brain was like, oh.
Core memory restored.
Yes, exactly. Oh, that makes me so happy.
And then the other deck that I have, the last one that I think I have, is DDD, Different Dimension Demons, which is like the first and only Arc V deck I cared about.
Yeah, I remember the DDDs. They were just kind of coming into existence when I stopped playing.
So they got fucked real hard with the Link introduction at first because of the way the arrows were designed. It was every extra deck monster had to go with the arrows. So
yeah, that was the Master Rule 4 thing, right? The thing that Xander was talking about?
That was 3 or 4. I forget if they're 4 or 5 now, but basically the next Master Rule changed it so only other Links and face-up pendulums in the extra deck had to go with the arrows.
That was Master Rule 4, apparently.
Yeah, I looked him up the week and I already forgot him already because talking to Toya about it.
Oh, is Toya also a Yu-Gi-Oh guy?
He plays some like old school Yu-Gi-Oh the front here and there. Nothing too crazy.
Oh, actually, that reminds me. I don't know if you were around for this part of the stream last night, but Xander was talking about putting together a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament.
Yeah, because I think I was the one who mentioned about Edo Pro.
Yeah. Okay, so I was just wondering if that was something you'd also possibly have an interest in. Because apparently he's not going for like a meta thing. Like there's going to be like... It's more about playing a creative and fun deck as opposed to it, I believe. Which I don't know how that's going to work in a tournament setting. Like, don't build a meta deck, but I'm kind of curious.
Okay, so Xander says Master Rule 5 was because they panic buttoned, so that must have been what fixed the arrow thing. I mixed them up a lot. Konami actually listening, impossible challenge.
Right?
Yeah, and I'd be interested possibly if I can build a deck that's not too crazy.
If I could just play around with like good old XYZ rank 4 toolboxes kind of decks, I would be happy.
Just go play Evil Swarm at that point.
Oh god, I remember that. I remember fucking like getting so stoked when I finally pulled fucking Roach out of that, because it was like the board wipe card for rank 4s. And then like I think 2 weeks later, I finally got Konami'd, which had never happened before.
Roach or Exciton Knight?
I think it was the one that you summon it and it just fucking detonates when anything activates an effect or something like that.
That's Exciton Knight.
Okay.
Steel Swarm Roach is when your opponent special summons a level 5 or higher, attach 1 gate.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the one that board wipes. I finally pulled that, and then right after that it got reprinted, and I'm like, this is the first time I've ever been Konami'd before. That's what this feels like.
Oh yeah, now Exciton Knight was always saved like when I was younger, like at least 10 years ago, and then I finally got it, and yeah, that's probably about the time the reprint happened.
Yeah, like, and again, I wasn't super butthurt about it, because as I mentioned yesterday during stream, like, I've always been player first. Like, make the game more accessible, because the more accessible it is, the more people will play it, the more longevity the game will have.
That is very true.
But if you always keep making, like, these awesome boss monsters, like, tournament prizes, then you're gonna kill the game overall.
Minerva? What?
Minerva was the one I used yesterday as an example, because I said Lumina, and you're like, no, it's this one. Because I got the name wrong.
Okay, she says you could go Teller Knights. That is true.
Yeah, I didn't really like Teller Knights. Teller Knight was always my friend Jess. He always played those. And I just
are very rank 4 toolbox heavy.
Oh,
though.
Absolutely. The only Teller Knight I ever played, though, was the one that you could fucking Ptolemy. You could put in other decks.
Oh, to go into Cyber Dragon Nova.
Yeah.
Or Infinity.
Or like literally just play a rank and then you can drop this fucker on top of it. I can't remember the specifics for him, but it was another toolbox card.
Elements.
Yeah. Think about putting together a tournament towards the end of the year.
Is, yeah, not fun for anybody.
Nah. Those are almost done. That's good.
I don't know what I would play. I mean, if we're going for pure fun, I'd probably try like either Harpies. Oh, I would try maybe Magnet Warriors. I forgot I was trying to build that too.
Magnet Warriors, like
yeah. You got another structure deck and it.
Sorry, you cut out a little bit there. You said Yugi got a structure deck and then it was quiet after that.
They have new Magnet Warrior cards.
Cool. I did always like the idea of Valkyrion, where it wasn't like you just had to get them out and then it would make it, as opposed to like
he was like the first almost contact fusion type of card.
Basically, yeah.
Monster.
Yeah, before Glad Beasts were like a thing. Also, I'm always a fan of fusion decks that don't require a basic polymerization. Just waiting to like look down and see like total value.
Now with new payoffs. How many more cards have they gotten? Because I know they got up through Epsilon as Magnet Warriors. I know they got Berserkion on top of Valkyrion, and they have the big boss man, Imperium Mag. I'm not sure what else they have gotten since then.
I also have a soft spot for gadgets. I really like the red, yellow, green gadget core. Like, it was like just a nice little solid, simple core. Searches each other on like death or summoning. Like, it was just like, it wasn't like, I'm gonna play this card and my turn's gonna take 14 fucking minutes. It was, I'm gonna play this card, get a little bit of recursive value out of it, and then it's your turn. Like, I like that. I like the back and forth.
Yeah, I think that's what they are attacking, is the Electromagnet War. This is what the newest ones are, I think.
The Electromagnet one. Did you ever play against Batterymen?
I did not, but apparently, like, 10 years ago, they had a random chance to just OTK out of nowhere, apparently.
Yeah, I pulled it off, like, once or twice, and I always felt gross doing it, but, like, it was fun just seeing these cute little stupid battery symbols actually doing work in a fucking tournament game. It was fun. But I always like absurdity in my anime card games. Like Thunder Dragon's an archetype. I know. I could finally run the twin-headed Thunder Dragon that Forbidden Memories told me was OP. Finally.
So, me and my buddy used to play back in the day, and we used to go to a place like a Saturday's market type of thing where they'd have like some vendor and they'd have cars, things like that. We'd always start picking like random decks to try building just for shits and giggles. Mm-hmm. And I shit you not, I pulled a fucking vision on him. I had no idea what was. I just had to guess without. He hadn't shown me any cards he had picked up recently. He's like, take a random guess of what deck I'm building next. And out of all the archetypes, I guessed it on the first fucking try. Scraps.
Oh God, scraps are so diabolical back in their heyday.
He was so fucking confused how I guessed that out of literally no context.
Did you look him dead in the eyes and be like, "Cause you're trash"?
No, I straight up was like, I'm different.
Built different. Built like your scraps. Apparently, as you said, I guessed what it was, and before you said scraps, an ad deafened tactician, so he has no idea what your joke was.
We must make him suffer.
Someone's gonna do it. Someone's gonna tell him.
I know.
Well,
I'd expect no
except for
less.
Xander, who also apparently got fucking cucked by the ads too.
Yeah, I felt like such a galaxy brain, and I was like, is this the Monato's power? Or I knew Monato's power was from Blade.
I kind of felt like that once because there was this guy that was always at our locals, and he was like a big tournament dude. Like he was the one to beat, right? Well, he was the one white guy to beat because most of it was the Asian guys to beat, but he was the white guy to beat. And he was like super nice, always welcome to new players, but his poker face was fucking insane because I had him locked down with Harpies when he was playing, I believe it was Prophecy. And like anytime he'd like have anything set up to go, I'd destroy it. And the whole game,
probably.
something like that. And he had like something set, and like the whole game, I was just keeping him pinned. And finally, I pushed him to the point where I beat him, and he went from like so passive to like, damn it, like I'm like, what? And he's like, I didn't have a fucking play the whole game. I'm like, could have fooled me. I definitely kept thinking I was walking into a trap. Like your poker face is fucking mental, man. The whole time he had me going, that he was just like, okay, this is the bait. This is the bait. No, not yet. Okay, that's the bait then. So
Truly,
like the
yeah,
mental
the
game in
skills.
Yu-Gi-Oh is so strong. I bet you it's even worse in Magic.
Yeah, I don't, maybe this was after we started playing Smash 4 and I, first picked up Shulk and I started gloating about, yeah, I've got future sight and fucking with him. Maybe it wasn't until after that I did. He's like, because maybe it was after we started playing Smash 4. He's just like, fuck you and your visions.
Sparky literally said this is Monato's power 10 years before single play. I mean, would that not be the ultimate expression of it if it was 10 years beforehand?
Fair.
What's a better example of the future sight working than
before the game that's all about the future sight.
It's so perfect. What do you have on the? I'm gonna change gears here a bit. Since you said you got like 4 to 6 maps left of Engage, what is the next game you're streaming after that?
So depending on when I hear back about the applications I have out, if I have a start date coming up soon or not. I'm trying to plan on possibly a couple of days, maybe a Xenoblade 2 with Lumina.
Okay.
She wants to go through it with me because she's played it, so she thinks I might need an emotional support for that.
The only thing I know about that game is Pyrrha is queen.
I just know there's a lot of big titty waifus in it, so it's right up my alley.
Oh, is Lumina? Okay, Tactician said Xeno 2 with his girlfriend. Is Lumina your girlfriend?
I don't have a girlfriend, but in Tacky's head, apparently, it's my girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why I asked for clarification, because I was like, Sparky's never mentioned a missus. Now I just shipped them. Oh,
he
cute.
just ships us.
Cute.
I mean, she and I get along fine. Like, there's nothing. Obviously, there's no bad chemistry between us. Like, she plays cool games. She likes Fire Emblem. She likes Xenoblade, and she plays Smash and bullies people at it, which is pretty cool. There's just this big gatekeeping thing called the ocean between, America
long distance
and
is
Europe.
long distance is a right bitch.
That can absolutely be a bit of a hindrance there.
Yeah, nothing.
How does that mean I have a crush? Just because I said I get along?
Apparently that's all. Apparently all you need to do is say something positive about a woman and you have a crush.
Oh no, Bites Arcane back in for the deep lore. But depending on scheduling with that, because obviously we have a 6-hour time zone difference between her and I.
When did they make another Magician of Faith?
Schedule that. Probably Infinite Forbidden.
Huh. Look at
Anyway,
what is going on with this card, and this weirdly seductive
looks
cat
like
art.
Looks like a purely card, which is a really weird archetype.
It creeps me out. Oh, I didn't want to.
Understandable, so. But if I can get my capture card to stop being a little fuckhead for whatever reason it's doing, which if I don't hear back from Elgato support today, I'm calling them tomorrow and going full carrot on them. Maybe Kingdom Hearts next, because I've been fiending for that.
Okay, so it's either going to be anime waifu bullshit or anime friendship bullshit, is what you're telling me.
Potentially.
Okay.
Or possibly, I mean, if I can somehow good, I might finish Hollow Knight, but I don't think I'm going to be able to finish the last Pantheon in like the next 5 days.
I accepted early on that I was not doing the Pantheon stuff, and I'm fine with that. I don't care.
If I can finish that last Pantheon, that gives me the 112. That will literally complete the game for me. I will finally get my Platinum Hollow Knight.
Oh, is that all you're missing?
Yeah. So if I finish that, and then it gives you an ending from there, I'll also get a bonus ending for completing a side quest for a character called Mr. Mushroom. And getting all of those 3 in order will give me the final 3 before the Platinum Trophy, I believe.
Huh. Okay, well, I guess if that's how close you are to it, then that makes the most sense.
That's why I'm like, I need to do this. I'm getting gate kept by fucking Markov.
Markov. That's the spirit, right? I think
He's one of them, yes.
Yeah, I think you mentioned him to me too, and you're like, did you have any issues with this guy? And I'm like, I don't remember his name.
Well, you wouldn't have gone to his Pantheon fight, I don't think, if you didn't go to the Pantheon of Hollow Nest.
No. The only things I did were the cups of like certain bosses where I had to fight the Blade Masters, and then found out that fucking shopkeeper is a goddamn sword master. I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah, you got to the Pantheon of the Night, I believe, is the last one, where the pure vessel is the final boss.
Yeah, and I was just like, nah. There's an NPC
he was
that
the
was
one that gate kept me on my first one. I could not get past him. He had gate kept me for a long time.
Okay, so we've got. Well, how many of the Kingdom Hearts games have you actually played through before?
I've played through most all of them. I just want to replay it. Everybody's been playing it, and I've been getting that itch.
That's what happened with you and you playing fucking Hollow Knight. That's how I. Yeah, and that happened with fucking Wayne playing Darkest Dungeon. So apparently, I just have a very suggested. No, not suggested. Fucking. I don't know. I have a brain that's very easy to manipulate, apparently.
Right. So what I want to do is, because I like to give Sir Whitefire is I want to go through, replay Kingdom Hearts 1.5 on Proud Mode. Try to get through Chain of Memory, unless I can't deal with stupid card game bullshit and mechanics of battle, which suck.
Unfortunately, even on Rechain, it's the same fucking thing. I was so hoping that Rechain for the PS2 would have fixed that and made it just give a Kingdom Hearts 2's battle system. No.
Exactly, but no, it's not. Because I played like a tiny bit of Rechain on the HD remake, and I'm like, this is just so ass.
What isn't one of the side games is it just gets regulated to cutscene in one of the HD remakes.
Yeah, so the DS games there's one in each part of the bundle. They got relegated just to like scenes and recaps.
Yeah. So like literally the required reading is just playing like 2 levels.
Yeah, so I'm gonna unfortunately have to skip those because I don't feel like reading lore hours, and I'd rather just play them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Eventually.
Play Langrisser. I know extend sales pitch speaks for itself. Yeah, Xander's mentioned Langrisser a couple times, telling me that it's really good and I should check it out.
I played the first one of the remake they put out there, Xander. It's pretty fun.
I have no idea what it is.
I want to play the second one.
He mentioned it to me and was like, yeah, it's really good. And I'm like, okay, that's all I got.
Langrisser does have some pretty top-tier waifus, too.
More like Langrisser. Couple of brother, I mentioned it whenever possible. We have to pay him to stop talking about it.
It does feel pretty niche. I will see if I can eventually find some totally not Langrisser ROM somewhere. I never got low.
Oh, you know a really good way to fucking get me to play a game that I have no interest in otherwise? Xander, go find some waifu art of Langrisser waifus and put it in the waifu board.
That is the problem. I haven't found much myself either, because obligatory after I beat my immediate parts of the internet to find waifu art of them, and there is very little of Langrisser.
Okay, so
I'm
you might
very
have just
sad about
gotten cut by Discord in the most awkward way possible, because what it sounded like you said was whenever I beat my meat on the internet. And I'm like, I'm sorry? Like, it cut you off at the exact worst time on my end.
I'm not even doing it intentionally,
Nope.
and chat's trying to make me horny on main.
Like, damn. He does do that.
Now, once I finish the first Langrisser game, not beat my meat on the internet, phrasing, thanks Discord, I immediately, see, there we go, Xander to summarize my
There's a sad lack of it, okay.
Not even just hentai, just even good fan art.
That's how I feel about Writing Out of Stories. I love that game, it's so good, but like there is a disturbingly lack of art for a game that was 1, Square Enix RPG, 2 on the PS2, 3 had a manga, and yet there's basically no art.
But yeah, no, I do want to play Langrisser again soon. That's the second one. Maybe I'll replay the first one for people who weren't here, because I played the first one when I had like 15 followers and like nobody was around, so.
I kind of feel that too, where like ever since I did my rebrand and stuff like that, I'm like, all right, now I'm gonna actually like try to double down and make sure like there's VODs and like record keeping and stuff like that. So if something is something I streamed before, but I don't have any VODs of it, it's free game on whether or not I'll stream it again. Like I might actually go back and see something that I have played in the past.
But yeah, because like when I talked about it briefly on stream, it sounded like Tacky might have been interested in that, because it's just like Fire Emblem, but like it's not like it's bullshit, because the battle forecasts are just suggestions, kind of like, you know, hit rates and Thracia, but it's a lot less likely to just immediately get hosed by not killing that enemy.
I'm trying to think of which game it was. I think so. I don't think it was specifically a game, but there was like this. I've run into that whole like the battle forecast is an accurate thing, and I think what I'm thinking of is whenever we need more Evil Sword game. God damn, I gotta go through this set. Apparently, it's just a lot of callbacks. Apparently they. My brain just stopped working, and I forgot what point I was gonna say.
I do that too.
Oh my god, that's so
Something
bad.
about battle forecasts that don't make sense.
Final Fantasy Tactics. If you use an axe or a mace-based weapon, the battle forecast is extremely inaccurate because it's the only game in the or weapon type in the game that has damage variance. If you hit them with like a sword or a
they work that way in 12.
Yep. Because for some reason Final Fantasy decided that axes and maces and any kind of weapons like that are the random, fun, weird weapons. Yeah, and evilly specifically.
So Tacky wants to watch me beat my meat on cam. Interesting.
And apparently Kaz squeezes balls and has bad gag reflexes. He did say both of those things on stream. You know, I think we should be grateful that I think we should be really grateful that fucking Burrs and Xander didn't tell us their weird kinks on stream. Wait, is that a depressed? Yep, that is a depressed cat. God, they made depression a fucking archetype? Where was that when I played?
Fuck, now my brain detracted. But yeah, back to Kingdom Hearts. Let's mention the ball back there. So I want to do Kingdom Hearts 2, all the bosses since their Whitefire gave up toward the end. And then eventually now, because he's playing Kingdom Hearts 3 on critical mode, and critical mode wasn't the thing when I played the game the first time, and now I have to play on critical mode so I can shit talk too.
Oh, I think that happened with, I think there was one of like the Iron Man compilations that Mangs did where that was gonna happen too, where I think it was like Shadow Dragon. It's like, I'm gonna play on Hard 3 or Lunatic 3 or whatever the fuck it's called. And then like someone in his chat called him a bitch. And he immediately switched to the highest one. Like, I've been there. I get that mentality. You don't call me a bitch. I ain't no bitch. So yes, I respect your decision to not be no one's bitch. Haunting Adeline. That's all I'm gonna say. I think I need more context for that. Serenity. What does haunting? What is Haunting Adeline? Sounds like a fucking band.
Why am I going, Tacky?
Oh, you know my weird kink, it's called Rosalina. That's a person. That's an obsession. That's not a weird kink. Like, one person cannot be a weird...
Get him.
How did you...
Weevil him.
Yep. How did you get past my fucking spray machine? It was hard 3 and a certain snaky FE tuber who he no longer associates told him to play a hard 5. Oh, usually people just go off when people talk about me. Oh. Well, I mean, I've streamed with him before, so I don't think it's really the end of the fucking world here. Everyone has their opinions. We already went over this last night. One of my books. Oh, okay, so it's a book.
It's not my farm. I don't want to bring up all that shit here.
Yeah, that's... And
I'll go off on it in my chats in my community. It's your stream.
I appreciate just not having drama. That's all. That's the easiest way to look at it for me. All right, I need one of those. I need one of those. But going back to my original point before that got brought up was more like, yes, I very much appreciate you throwing yourself under more of a bus just so you can have the moral high ground when you win ultimately. Because you're going to win, right?
I mean, I only played Kingdom Hearts 3 once. I didn't enjoy the game that much, but I have to try it again. But I'll definitely get through Kingdom Hearts 2 because I have beaten all the super bosses. And the one beating the one was so difficult.
Change the topic. 8-Bit Mike, you got a guy or a girl? Oh, I thought it was asking if I was a guy or a girl. I'm like, did fucking Tactician just Professor Oak me in my own stream? Yes, I do. Her name is Ooks Cathar in chat. She is my lovely lady Miranda, and we have done streams together. She might be here right now, but also it's 2:30. She might be heading for work pretty soon here too. Get oaked, bitch.
I saw her in here earlier.
She was here earlier. She also might, if she's not getting ready for work yet, she might be playing with her horse girls right now. Ping the wife.
All I heard was she might be playing with and then just cut off.
Oh, when she's at home, if she doesn't have anything else to do, she's usually playing with the horse girl game. How do people keep getting in here with the fucking spell? Hey, have a fucking shower.
Bad Yu-Gi-Oh players.
That's it. I'm buying a fucking stronger spray machine. Where is that one? I saw it in here.
No, it's not code. There's a horse girl gotcha game.
Is horse girls aesthetic?
Green-haired girl. Oh no. I smell bad decisions.
This machine's actually considerably bigger.
Big ass fucking machine. Can you turn sideways maybe?
I'm gonna move some stuff down.
It looks like it sticks the other way, like more. Like it seems like it's meant to go horizontally, vertically, whatever.
Yeah, I just needed to make some
that wall.
I needed to make some space for that because that looked really bad. Okay, this holds 4. I don't think I can get those back out of that.
You find it weird how people sent for horse girls night? It's okay. I want battleship girls.
Which game is that?
Azurlane.
Ah.
It's built to wash cars, not people.
I'm assuming this is facing the right way. We'll find out when... Now. Okay, we'll find out now. Thank you. Thank you for smelling, but, you know, have a shower. Like, I'm very grateful you put that to use for me, but still. All right, now with the super deluxe, ultra non-smelly thing, that should be better. And people who sim for Jesus, there's a fucking sim game coming out where you can play as Jesus. I think it's in early access right now, but I believe it's called I Am Jesus Christ, and it's on Steam.
Yeah, other games that I want to play in the future, by the way, to backpedal, I do want to replay Code Vein, because the sequel finally for it announced.
I would also like to do the same thing, because I think I maybe got to like the 3rd boss of that and stopped playing it. But like, I've also got like, I think a collective 9 or 10 hours just in the character creator.
Yeah, there is a lot of detailed character creation in that game, and of course,
that is the best character creator.
You have to finish for the physics. As a man of culture, you must.
Okay, that's where I fucked up. I moved that to the wrong spot. And then that's there. And then, yeah, these are fusing into the wall. That's where I screwed up.
But it's so detailed in how like close it can or can't be.
Well, I've got a mod that allows the collision to be changed, which is probably what's causing a little bit of like glitchiness whenever I do that really fast. Okay, that all looks fine. That's probably fine. Put that like slightly over there.
Yeah, I want to do pain games. Like Fire Emblem's fun, but we're only playing with Engage, and
I think after Engage, you've probably earned a Fire Emblem break. If nothing else, just play another game where you can make a character and then make a Fire Emblem character. Mike is 60.
I could do that.
I'm not 60. Mike, he's a millennial. He's old. Born 81 to 96. Is that's the legal definition of a fucking millennial, I guess?
Apparently.
I didn't know that. He was born before the Titanic sank. I'm just gonna give you that one because I don't actually know.
Anymore. Google's becoming AI slop.
Well, I guess all the prices are set. That's why she's just standing out there. That's really stupid.
Crisis.
That's really sad that like when they're done their job for the day, they don't even get to go home or sit down and take a break. They just go stand outside and wait for me to yell more work at them. Like that's the saddest shit ever. I was
milk a raise, Mike. She's working hard.
I was born an '88 tactician. I turned 37 in June. Mike, the Titanic sank in 1912. Oh. Yeah, 37. Oh, there's Miranda. Miranda, we were talking about you. You got pinged a bunch of times.
Wait, I thought you said you were like you're older than me, Mike. You're older than I thought you were. What the fuck?
I'm old as fuck, man. It's what I do. I be old and I play video games sometimes. He's old. He's forgetting when the Titanic sank.
Now I can't just say I'm an old man if there's somebody actually me streaming. Fuck.
Oh, think about how bad Xander's got it. His entire fucking community calls him the resident old man, even when he's streaming with me. And he's got like 10 years under me or something like that. He's just referred to as Unk by his chat.
Unk.
You're slightly older than me. There we go. Alright, that's good. Like this. I'm really waiting for those. Is that a Flame Swordsman? Oh, no, okay, it's a fusion card. I really have to look through this set because apparently they just made so many callbacks to cards I recognize and I keep slowly catching them and then missing them after that. Where'd the
He's just a baby. He's like 23 or 24 if I remember correctly. He's so young.
Oh, you know, I'd say, oh, poor baby, but like, bro, you're gonna live through the worst parts of the world, so I don't think I fucking envy you. I'm gonna die before the world gets truly fucked. Hopefully.
We're already nosediving pretty fast.
I know, that's what I'm saying, like, hopefully. Once that robot apocalypse kicks in, I'm hoping to kick off.
Oh, you mean like we're trying to push toward, you know, Skynet further and further by the day?
You ever get that NPC that works like Walter White? Well, I've got the random NPCs, so it would be extremely rare if I did.
The toaster sex cometh? Oh boy.
Is that like a code for like dropping a toaster into a tub, or are people actually trying to put their dicks in toasters? I'm asking for science here.
Maybe it's a Persona 3 reference to Aegis or whatever her name is. I don't know.
Okay, you know what though, but who wouldn't?
I don't know.
Sparky, not an Aegis man, I guess.
I don't know. I guess I just didn't get enough of good vibes from Persona 3 to really like...
China is no joke making a toaster you can have sex with and impregnate. And I am once again forced to ask the obvious question of why?
Because humanity has no...
We shouldn't, like, we were a mistake. They should have just turned us, like, fucking off when we came out of the fucking oven and been like, no, these fucks ain't done yet. Put them back. Is there something else in here? Oh. I'd expect that from Japan. Oh, I guess I like her character.
Toaster sex before Monica being real? Which Monica are we talking about?
When it's spelled with a K, it's absolutely referring to Doki Doki.
Okay, I don't know who that is then.
Were you thinking of the one from Three Houses?
I was thinking of the girl who has the Clussy and becomes Cronia.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure hers is spelled with a C. I could be wrong, but I think hers is spelled with a C. Just Monica. Tactician knows.
We weren't a mistake. We are indomitable. We look at it. Say, I will make that fuckable.
Someone bangs a toaster and fucking hurts themselves. Skill issue, man. Oh, God.
Damn it.
As I said, humanity, it was a mistake.
Instructions unclear. Dick stuck in toaster while T-Pop.
Alright, Alright, it's time. It's time. We're hiring the new girl.
I don't know what Doki Doki Literature Club is. Someone needs to force him to play it ASAP. Is it wholesome or is it terrible? Because if it's wholesome, I probably want to...
It's, would you believe me if I told you it was both? You know what? No, nobody tell him anything, because the best way to experience that game is to go in with absolutely no knowledge of what it is. I think you will get the most out of it that way and have the best time with it. No one answer him. No one answer him. It's just being chanted in chat.
I feel like this is a trap.
All right, go restock the shelves. Yeah, I was like, go restock the shelves. Just fucking stand there and load for a second. It's a cute dating sim. You probably like it.
But I don't want to date. I just want to fuck.
Well, the game does fuck you.
Why does your new hire work for Brazzers? All his employees work for Brazzers, Xander.
We're trying to apply. We're trying to get every single like fetish style under one roof.
I didn't realize that Lady Leopard print over there was his employee. I'm like, the other day when Cav was on, I was like, damn, Mike, who's the MILF in your shop? Until you were told later on, like, 3 minutes
she
later,
fucking works here. It's the best job in the world. What can I say, man? You'd work here.
Is Yubel a fetish? Probably.
I would. What did I come back here for?
I guess I haven't really seen enough art of Yubel, to be honest, to really form an opinion. I didn't pay attention to the GX era. Other than Burstinatrix, I mean Burstinatits, I mean
what? Whoa,
exactly.
Here we go. Something was big in here. Not on this page. Not on this page. This page.
Ghost Rare?
That's 1,000.
I know Yubel became a whole archetype, that I do remember.
Yeah, my buddy had
like
ultimate rares of like a couple of them. Okay, it was a compilation. It was just like a couple of cards that were like several thousands.
That's a good pack, though, I would say, if it sells.
Alright, I need to get 2 more of those out there.
If I found a group of guys, there's always one who would simply answer with wood.
I was watching a, I think it was a Resident Evil Challenge Run video last night, and like there was a point where just like this giant monster like popped out of the wall, and the edit was just like that clip of Markiplier just being like, smash, and it just like cut back to the action after that, and I'm like, yeah, that's a good clip. I'm gonna head out and grab some dinner before I stream Metal Gear Solid Delta for the next 6 to 8 hours. Yeah, you better stretch your legs as much as you can, because once you start playing that, you're not stopping.
Catch you later, Xander. Have a good dinner.
Also, I could be wrong, but Metal Gear Solid Delta just sounded like he was just adding arbitrary words onto the end of a Metal Gear title.
Right.
Yeah, Metal Gear Solid Ultra Burst Limit Huge Titty Kojima Sen bullshit.
Yeah, you better stretch everything before streaming, Xander. Yank it. The next one's to Kaz, remember?
Wait, why? Oh, right, that was a thing, wasn't it?
That was a thing.
That was a thing.
For some reason.
I don't remember why, but do it. Bye, Daddy.
Even I can't remember the full context.
If you can't remember the context, what hope do we have?
Man, I don't remember half the anything anymore.
I think that sentence alone says it all. I can't remember half the anything.
Getting old sucks. Existence is pain. Someone put me out of my misery, please.
But then you won't be around to worship Corin, because God knows she doesn't have enough fans.
I mean, there's an entire subreddit for her.
Really? I would have been kicked off of that. I would have been kicked off that subreddit more than a few times then. I was very anti-Corin during my last Iron Man runs. Bitch kept dying. I'm confused. Be confused.
Corin was how I have a Corin built on my face that can always level up to kill Takumi.
Okay, so I heard that wrong and thought you said you had a corn built on your face, and I'm like, I'm sure you want that, but I don't think you have that.
Maybe once I get a 3D printer.
Then we'll just never hear from you again.
Spoiler-free summary of Doki Doki Literature Club. I must have missed that amongst the chaos nights. It's a cute dating game.
Look, all I'm saying is go in blind and enjoy.
Hanging, make sharp turns a good way. I see.
No, we need more Exodia deck boxes, unless that's what you're holding. Nope.
You know, Tacky, you mock us old people, but we need to say fun things like "get off my lawn" and "back in my day."
That is true. We do get that. We do get that freedom that other people just don't have. When's the next manga license?
And you whippersnappers.
Level 36. I need 4 levels. Next mats are. I can get a couple more bill mats.
Immediately crying face.
I don't even have a lawn. Dude, I don't have a lawn and I'm almost twice your fucking age. You know how expensive that shit is? The answer is very.
I've had gray hairs for years. My dating history did that to me, though.
It's funny because it's true and sad and I hate it. Actually, weirdly enough, like, I'm the one that doesn't have the gray hairs, even though I'm constantly stressed out. My brother already has them, like, in his beard, and he's, like, 9 years younger than me.
Yeah, I'm very grayed out. You probably just don't see it very well because my camera sucks on stream, but I have a lot of gray beard.
Would you call that your camera sucking, or would you call that your camera having your back?
I'm okay with it showing grays. I don't care. Like, I'm not gonna go fucking dye my hair. I don't care.
You just are you waiting for your fucking Sam Elliott phase where people show up and they're like, ah yes, the silver fox.
The fuck is Greed Jar?
I have no idea. I think the next time it pops up, I might try to stop and read it because I'm kind of curious. I'm not gonna go fucking why not.
You know, words out of context. I go for the classic Jagan look, you know.
Oh, that's what that was supposed to sound like. Who the hell is Jahen? I guess you have a lot of practice translating for tactician.
It's not even Tacky always erroring. He just usually gets auto-corrected to death, but he usually likes to auto-correct everybody else in chat. But my boy G-Man, we know G-Man, we love G-Man. G-Man is notorious for butchering spelling and sentences.
You see, Mike, half of modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is Konami trying to get money from fans of the old school. I mean, that's not a bad way to go. Is, like, put something in that I recognize. Like, I liked it when, in one of the earlier seasons, they brought back, like, Celtic Guardian and Gaia and gave them effects.
Oh, obnoxious Celtic Guardians with Gaia?
Yeah, I liked that. I thought that was actually, like, really cool, because my favorite card growing up for a long time was Celtic Guardian, because he looked like Link. I'm like, that's cool. Right. I like that.
Thanks for lurking, Bite.
I lowered the price of my rare cards by $1 and I made 108 bucks. So I tried to do this when I worked in a grocery store, and I was told that technically you're not allowed to because it's like, I don't know, I think they tried to say illegal. I'm like, I don't think it's illegal. I think you just don't want me to do it. And that was
about right.
I got the price gun and I started walking around to all the discount shit, and all I did was lower it by 1 penny because it went from being $5 to like $4.99, and I wasn't allowed to do that because technically that's not the scanned in price because it's going to scan in as like $5. But I'm like, no one's going to notice that. They're not going to care that the machine is rounding because all they're going to look at is the first digit of this number. They're not going to see $4.99 and think $5. They're going to see $4.99 and think $4. And it worked. It sold the stuff, but I kept getting in trouble for it. I'm like, do you want this to sell or don't you?
Look at Tacky pretending he's old.
I'm old. Ouchies in my back. All right, so here's the question: do we fire Kathy? Because I think her time is done.
So if you fire her, can she come back to my place?
I don't think I'm allowed to fire her to a location, but I mean I can certainly try. You've been a bad girl. Go to Sparky's room.
Welcome to my dungeon of all people.
Okay, how many times has that line worked for you? I'm very curious.
Never. I've never said that.
Well, I mean, of course it's never working then. If you don't say it, how are you gonna know?
I'm not gonna say it because I just think to myself, should I even speak to this woman? And my immediate answer is, no, that's just a headache waiting to happen.
I need 2 more of these for the machines.
I value my mental sanity more than I do sticking my dick in crazy.
The priority is sanity and then penis. In that order.
Correct. Unless it's Yunaka. Or Larxene from Kingdom Hearts 2. Then priorities change.
Everyone's got a type.
And my type is apparently the girl who will stab me.
You've got the manic pixie dream girl fetish. That's literally the best way I could describe Yunaka to somebody who has no idea who you're talking about. Never stick your dick in crazy. A lot of the time, I was gonna say the dicking's not even that good, but I think that's the wrong way to word that.
Never dick your stick in crazy.
Ooh, that's a good one too. That's a very good way to word that.
That's just tacky being a troll, I'm sure.
What? Oh, is this empty? Well, you fucking may as well go fucking restock, I guess. I don't know.
Here comes a stinker. Get ready with the weevil.
Got him. Her. Them. It. I don't know. I can't assume. It's 2025. I'm not allowed to do that anymore.
That is dangerous. You will get canceled very quickly.
Weirdly enough, I've actually never been afraid of getting, like, canceled. Because I would rather get canceled 1,000 times over than not say what I'm honestly feeling. It just coincidentally happens that what I'm honestly feeling isn't something that can be cancelable because it's usually pretty positive. But I wouldn't want to change what I'm saying or thinking to appease a faceless group of people.
Right, yeah, that's why I like being unfiltered, because I feel like, you know...
Hashtag cancel my party.
Appreciates that.
Well, that's what I've always said, right? Like, is at the end of the day, the people who matter to you and are important to you are going to either A, follow what you're saying and thinking and agree with you, or B, if it is something that's like controversial and should be looked at, then they're going to give you the time to talk about it with context and understanding, and you'll be able to actually share. Because like maybe what someone would look at and be like, oh, that's bad, you can't say that, that's cancelable, is actually with proper context not bad at all, but people just never gave you the time to explain that part. The right people will always give you that time.
Fair.
Didn't you say you dicked down Naui unapologetically in camera? Yeah, like an hour ago? Because that was the first romance I did in Awakening. I'm not even sure why. That's the thing. Like, obviously Tharja was right there, and I don't know why I was like, ooh, dragon lolly. But for some reason, I was like, yep, Robin's banging that. Not sure why.
So at least go with Tiki at that point. At least Tiki in Awakening got some tickle bitties.
Yeah, right? I legitimately don't even have an answer. I can't even be like, dragon genes in your children. Well, I mean, like, my fucking Morgan was cracked. Like, she was like my 3rd best unit, I think.
That sounds about like Morgan.
Yeah. Like, I got, like, Robin obviously is just, like, fucking S tier, regardless of what build you give her. She just always seems to work. And then, I'm pretty sure my Gel, my Sully installed kid, was fucking insane. Like, I made her an archer, and she was easily in my top 5 units. Nothing could kill that bitch. She was, like, Shinnon on steroids.
Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I could never pronounce it either. It's either Kajel or it's Gel, but either way. All right, go set some prices.
Oh, I thought it was like Kel or something like that, because I don't know.
Well, it's like Kjelle.
Kjelle.
Yeah, so however the fuck you'd pronounce that name, that one. Manga. Oh, I put these in the wrong fucking sides.
Call her K-Dog.
Call her... I mean, you can't really go wrong when you give him a nickname.
Fair.
All right, I gotta order some more manga. for these
Knight doesn't
degenerates.
like lollies. I'm with you on that one. I'm not a fan of lollies.
And that's okay. Because I'm not sitting here going like, well, it's clearly the only, like, flat is justice, or whatever the fucking rallying cry is. I don't care. I think I like the personality. I was like, oh, she's cute and adorable. And I kind of like her bounce off with Gregor, because as soon as I saw Gregor, I was like, dude, I want to party with Gregor.
Fair.
Like I don't even drink. I want to party with that man, though. I want to be fucking sitting in jail and look at Gregor and be like, damn, man, we fucked up. Let's do it again.
Oh yeah, we'll be definitely like somewhere like hangover to your fucking status at part.
That's literally okay. So if you look at the Fire Emblem board on my Discord, I made that fucking movie poster because I made that exact joke in Wayne's stream, and then he said a Hangover reference, so I ran to Photoshop and made the poster.
Is that recent or is that a while ago?
No, it's pretty recent. It should be like a couple of posts back. Hold on.
Check. I haven't been on there too much today.
I'm kind of curious. How far back is that? It should be like really, really recent. Oh yeah, no, it's the second last post on my Fire Emblem board.
Gregor's just a normal Russian guy. Plus we're uneducated.
Plus y'all are on
Plus
it.
then you're tacky.
Well, look, I just want to party with Gregor. Why is that so bad? Why do you got to get in the way of my dreams, man? Obviously, all sides make the wood rise.
Oh shit! Yeah, I think I did see that yesterday, and I just totally overlooked it because I didn't know the context of it.
It was basically the same thing you just said, and that's what sparked it.
Stahl, Varian, Gregor. Who the fuck's the other guy?
Oh, like the
baby.
Yeah, the baby is just Morgan.
Okay.
I was gonna make Kellum one of them, but but then Wayne was like, no, Kellum would clearly be that guy that gets forgotten about on the roof in the first move. I'm like, that's perfect. But he's not on the poster, so I can't even do that. Yeah, I don't mind Gregor. I just meant the chess discussion. Oh, you're trying to bring it back to lollies. Okay. See, we were moving on to higher forms of discussion and enlightenment, and you're back over here talking about the fucking lolly chest. I gotcha. I see what you're about.
No, tacky. That's a little sus. Next, he's gonna say he married Elise intentionally.
As opposed to accident. How do you have an entire wedding accidentally?
I don't know, man.
Like how fucking drunk are you that you're partway through it and you're like, I do. Like, how do you not know what's going on? Oh, yeah, I've seen the Toho one because there's always that fucking really, really, really well rendered Cerno plushie that like everybody has. Like, it's in fucking RE2 Remake. People have put that model in everything for the little ice chick from Toho. So I'm not surprised that it's in this. I wanted to pick a new floor.
Tacky's getting FBI rated.
Only just now? Oh, wait, somebody just kicked down my door. Let me check. FBI, open up! I feel like this is gonna trip me out a little bit. We can get like a laminate.
Oh no, we're redoing the floors.
Yeah, we're redoing the floors. Thankfully, it's just a button click. Why the fuck are these ones $10,000? And then there's just like two random ones that are $2,500 for some reason.
$10,000.
I kind of like this one. All right, and oh, that's the wall. Oh, that looks so good. Oh, that looks so good. I love that. Why does this matter to me? God, I'm old. I feel like that post that's like, you know you've gotten officially old when you're mad that they rearranged the grocery store, and I'm like, I do get mad at that.
Right.
I fucking hate when they do that. At least fucking send out a memo or something. I have too many full art cards in this binder. I need to get those graded cards back so I can send them off. I hate lollies because sometimes they have amazing story or design, and then you always get stares for having them on a team and liking them. See, here's the thing, is if you're just unabashedly horny on main like Sparky is, it doesn't matter what people think.
I mean, I'm still not a lolly enjoyer, so even I'm kind of like, that's kind of
You're just like,
kind of like...
You're like, I respect the call out, but I'm a backpedal a little bit on that one.
Like,
I hate posts that say like you're old, and I'm like fair, yeah. Or like if like
when they look that young, nah, I'm not cool. Like at least I don't care if Fate says she's technically an adult. I can't get past the design and be like, would not chance.
All right. So let's see where the line is here a little bit. If you're put in a room and you have to pick one, Sakura or Elise?
Oh God, kill me. I'll bang my head through a wall until I concuss myself to death.
No one in here is older than me. Stop saying that. We're making Serenity angry. Okay, so I'm trying to think of. All right, so you're put in a room and you have to pick one, and it's Yunaka or Korin, and you cannot have both.
I mean, it's still Korin.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if there was like
a dragon. She can just wrap her tail around, and keep me there. Like that can get fucking wild.
Is that my husband I hear? Hello, Sir Whitefire.
Yo, what's up, Sir Rizfire?
Wow, Sparky's tone has not sounded that flirty in 2.5 hours.
Ara. Sir Rizfire just does that, man. He gets me all
all flustered. He's giving you the vapors, as they would say in the 1950s.
He just got that Riz about him.
Love you, Spanky! Aw. See, you guys were busy shipping him with some girl overseas. You really should have been doing this ship right here. Clearly, this is the canon ship. Sparky is down bad for Sir Whitefire, and that makes me depressed. Why? Why can't you just be happy for them? All right, I think I'm gonna knock down these walls and put up something prettier. Let's see. What do we got?
We make much yaoi.
We don't care for canon. We ship what we want. Reminds me of that old AMV called Ship Happens, and it's just really well edited. What? Okay, do we want the padded cell look? What the fuck is this?
Why not? Let's make it a fucking rubber room.
Oh god, I hate it though. I hate it. Thanks, I hate it. I also don't want to go all black. I kind of like this, but like that's a lot of money. But I like it.
That was kind of wonky too.
This is kind of trippy, but it's also, again, it's gonna be like all black. I've always liked a really good like old bricklayer look. Let's see how this looks with the lighting. God, I hope this doesn't look like shit. Well, it's something. I'm not totally in love with it.
The posters look a little weird, but
yeah, the posters look a little bit off.
Bad.
It's not awful, but it does look a little weird. We'll rock it for right now. Also, Spanky Sprite is so fucking hot. Thank you, I made it myself.
Mike made that. You made that for a while ago.
Yeah. Sparky's he's in his face cam arc, so he's not using it yet, but one day he'll learn. One day he'll be like, he's gonna wake up and be like, I want to stream, but I also want to look like shit at the same time. And then he'll know. Be like, oh, I can do that.
Yeah, but at least it gives me a reason to like not be miserable and actually like get up and get presentable.
Oh, I agree, and I do low-key miss doing that, but yeah, the convenience factors, especially during summer. Like the main reason I made mine was for summer when it's too fucking hot to have a light on in front of my computer, which is already warm as it is.
That's fair. That's fair. I get that.
But
that was one of the issues I had at my apartment I was at, was like the heater was only in the living room, or the heater, but also not the heater. The AC was only really flow down to my room very well, so like it was hot as fuck those last couple of streams I did up.
I could only assume. Like my last place had no AC, and it was just a fucking nightmare.
And plus, I had to keep my door shut because my mic is really good at picking up people's voices. The noise canceling, thankfully, pretty well.
Yeah, I'm really hoping I can fix. I'm pretty hoping I can fix that after this, because I gotta go fiddle with that after the stream is over.
Yeah, your NVIDIA thing. I hopefully you can figure it out. That's really weird.
I'm sure I can figure it out. I'm gonna do the update first, and then if that doesn't work, I'll obviously do like a system reset and stuff like that, and see where it's at from there.
Hopefully it's just maybe bad luck because I'm involved with your collab, right? So, you know, my terrible curse descends upon all.
Well, geez, tell us how you really feel.
I mean, there were a couple times I popped into Toya's hit list Bloodborne streams, and like 5 minutes after I chat, he got hit. It's like, no!
Oh.
My curse has struck another.
Maybe it is you then. Underwear stream, just use AMD. What is AMD? I can't tell if that's a joke or I can't tell if that's a joke or like an actual suggestion, so I don't know.
Underwear stream. I mean, I do have plans for the future for some challenge run. Not related to underwear stream, sorry. Where
I was like, that was a weird segue that you decided to go with there.
Where I'm gonna have some physical punishments where I have to start doing exercises if I die in like Souls games.
Oh yeah, I've seen people do that where they like, oh, every time you die, you'll have to do like five bicep curls or something. I already saw that you use the engage exercise thing as an excuse to do like push-ups and stuff, and I think that's really
squats, yeah.
I think that's really commendable because I don't have the fucking patience to do that.
I cancel out some wrist fires, bad luck.
Is there, okay, can we make a petition for him to change his name to that? Or are only you allowed to call him that? Because it's a cool name.
Nah, most people call him wrist fire now since I've started saying it, because he hangs out in chat risen, especially me, and I'm like, we got some wrist fire around here.
Strip Iron Man, every time you die, you lose a piece of clothing until you're nude.
I mean...
Well, if you're gonna do it that way, you gotta enable crowd control so that people can try to fuck you over. Like, I mean, if you're gonna go balls out, go balls out, but don't actually go balls out because I think that's against TOS.
I'm perfect against TOS, unfortunately. Honestly, real talk though, if that wasn't against TOS,
Well, you could stream on like one of the other fucking sites. People stream on Pornhub.
All right, chat, we're moving to Pornhub.
Yep, there you go. You've got your established audience, so you just tank it over there. No, I don't think you're actually allowed to advertise nude streaming on OnlyFans. I think people do it, but I don't believe you are allowed to advertise it because they still keep having this weird, bizarre illusion that people aren't gooning on their site.
I love how Tacky's like life desire is my balls out.
Well, I mean, everyone needs a reason to get out of bed in the morning. Are you really going to deny him that? You need ID to use Pornhub now? You mean you didn't before? Wait, guys, who the hell is actually making accounts to watch porn? Just do it anonymously like fucking nature intended. What are you doing? Like that's, okay, I know I'm stealing an old comedian's joke, but I'm going to use it because it makes a very good point. Why the fuck is there a share button on porn? And like it always defaults to trying to share to Facebook first. Like, yeah, that's who needs to see this is my fucking family and friends. Like, no.
I get real horny on main. Share porn on Facebook.
Like, what the fuck? Why is that a feature?
Break meta AI immediately.
So I can comment on my streamers' videos that they uploaded. Oh yeah, okay, of course. Why didn't I think of that?
It's okay, the only reason I have
my grandma needs big booty Latinas.
The only reason I still got Facebook is for memes and for...
So for memes and hookers, I think he said. I'm not 100% sure of that last word.
Dojin, however it's pronounced.
Oh. Wait, you're getting that from Facebook of all places?
People post the codes.
Oh, yeah, okay. So here's the thing about that. Because I've seen that before, and people are like, oh yeah, post the code. And I'm like, what fucking, like, what are you posting this code into? What is this code?
God damn it, Tacky, do not speak about that code. That is the worst code ever.
What code is that?
Don't look it up.
Well, I can't. I'm streaming.
Even afterward, don't look it up. Have you ever heard the title Metamorphosis?
No, but that title scares me just from the base of it.
Don't look it up.
I feel like Mike right now.
If I'm telling you not to look it up, don't look it up.
It's a coming-of-age story. Why do I feel like I don't trust that statement?
Mike, I am one of the most unhinged fuckers you probably know. I'm telling you, don't look it up.
Yeah, you are. You are. Alright, so we need... Sort by price. I gotta send off full art cards.
It's very fucked up for the very nicest way I can put it.
It's honestly overrated. is what Tactician's saying. Is Tactician full of shit?
I don't know if he means the reception it has is overrated.
No, it's not. It's just a book. I feel like you're lying. I feel like you're a liar, sir. Just, I think I'm gonna take my man Sparky's advice here and stay the fuck away from that noise.
Oh, overhated, I see.
Oh. Still probably gonna stay away from that. Even G-Man said it's fine. BRB, I'ma look at it. Oh no. Whitefire, don't. Don't do it, man.
You've been warned, Rizfire.
I'll share how bad it is. Well, I mean, he is taking one for the team, so we can all commend him. And you know what? Just for that. Give him a shout out.
Sir Whitefire is going to go read a very cursed Dojin book. Here's a shout out.
He's taking one for the team. We honor. We stand this. Also, how do I Google it? That was my question.
Take those 6 numbers Tacky put up there. Google that and then track your way from there through the hentai dimensions.
So wait, just putting in a series of 6 numbers into Google will eventually lead to porn. What is this world?
If there's a corresponding number on usually N hentai, yes.
Wow. You know, sometimes I have to remind myself this is why we can't have nice things.
We humans are a plague.
It was the #1 option. I'm waiting for like just the eventual like silence. Oh God. You know, I love that it's well established that private like incognito mode does fucking nothing, and yet we all still like prefer to look at it like a privacy blanket. Like, yeah, this is a safety net. No one will know it. It's like, no, nobody cares. It's not working. It's not doing anything. It's a 225 pages. Goddamn. BRB. Gotta scroll and find the porn.
Oh man.
I feel like we're watching a man take like a deep dive in like underwater. He's just like, I'm going in, and we're all like, no, don't do it. He's still going. He was a brave man, a foolish man.
I just hope he's not reading on the projector, because man, that is not something I would want to be caught fucking on the big screen with my life.
Is that how he? Oh yeah, I guess that is how he does like his streams and stuff, isn't it? He's.
Well, no, I don't think he doesn't want the projector. He just has projector right now because he says whenever he kind of like on the big screen now.
I was gonna say maybe he's just.
Or I'm throwing you on the wall.
Maybe he's just using his phone. We can hope. I can give you porn book recommendations. Why scroll for it? Because apparently this one is cursed and nobody should look at it. Also, goddamn it.
It's a very bad one.
I didn't know you were fucking restocking those, so I went and got more because I thought we were out. Damn it, Kathy!
Kissing. I don't even remember women kissing in that book. I'm gonna be completely real with you. But I've also blanked pretty much everything about it from my mind.
Intentionally, I assume.
Yeah. I don't want to remember it.
Turn that up. Well, with any luck, he'll come back and give us his report before the stream ends, because I think we're getting pretty close to the end here.
Okay, never mind. It's not a woman. There is no Yuri. Magic ruler, sorry, spell ruler.
Oh yeah, remember when they changed spell cards to magic cards?
You mean magic cards to spell cards?
Or whatever. Because you goddamn know what I'm fucking talking about.
Wizard of the Coast got butthurt. Because God forbid a competitor exists in their TCG entity world.
Exactly. Assholes.
There's Dead by Daylight charity stream hosted by Five Nights at Freddy's YouTubers celebrate Springtrap being in Dead by Daylight. The winning team consisted of a bunch of guys who never played Dead by Daylight before, one of which was playing on a computer older than him.
Yeah, fuck it. Sell these great cards off. I don't give a shit. I'm not keeping them.
I forget if I've ever asked you, Mike, did you ever play Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy?
I have not, but I've heard, if it's the one I'm thinking of, it's the one with the character... Yeah, I was gonna say, it's the one with the character named Jack, right?
Chaos.
Yeah, that one. I've heard it's actually pretty decent, but I have not played it.
It's way better than the initial reveal trailer, like, made it out to be. Like, especially as the game goes on, it just keeps getting better and better.
Interesting, interesting.
I fuck with it hard. It's on my probably future replays.
Oh, okay. Well, that's really good. There's a most playtime someone had on the team was 3 hours of Dead by Daylight Mobile because it was a sponsored stream. He was just fucking with his viewers. I can't get into Dead by Daylight because I suck really badly at it and I get really anxious about it. If I'm playing as the killer, then it honestly feels like everybody in chat is better at finding like the survivors than me because there's a chat delay, them going, he's right there! Like, literally the least helpful thing in the world. And then when I'm playing as a survivor, it's very hard to shake the feeling that you're always being the one that's targeted, even if you're not. I love playing as Ghostface. I did have fun playing as Ghostface before, but that was like a very brief period.
I agree with you, Tacky, that it is unironically fun as fuck.
I wonder if Mike is still flipping through or if we started reading, otherwise he'll think...
Fire, Tacky?
Oh yeah, I'm clearly not reading anything. I'm just running a... I have a business to run, sir. I ain't got time to read.
By the way, when's our next Booba poster coming on the wall?
We could probably get a couple more now, actually. Let's see how much the square ones are. What? Have you read the TOS of this game when you download it? Apparently when you click it and install it, you also means you're basically signing a contract with Walmart. They will watch you play the game, and if you're good, you'll become an employee. Hi, my name is John, and I'm from HR. We reviewed your gameplay, and you start on Monday.
Oh, no. Might quit, crush another corporation.
Well, that's all I was thinking. I was like, oh, finally, now I can kill off Walmart with my fucking track record of crashing companies. I legitimately looked at that because I was thinking that's a wall of text from somebody new. That's definitely a bot, but I don't think, I'm gonna charitably say I don't think that's a bot, at least for right now, until they say something else. Okay, so the square posters cost fucking 300-ish. And we'll get that one. We'll get that one. We'll get that one. And we'll get that one. Not a bot. Not a bot. Thank you for clarifying, because it was a little concerning, but it was a really good opening joke. So I'm like, I don't want to punish someone for being legitimately funny.
Yeah, I feel like without actually reading everything fucked up going on Sir Whitefire, it doesn't seem as fucked.
That's not right. Read it now. Hard pass, thanks. Don't mind me, I'm putting up posters.
Sir Whitefire Yu-Gi-Oh player confirmed. Who is that?
Mike, where can I get the posters you have? I can send you the link. Because they're not posted anywhere because I made them for my private game. So, this one, I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is or this is. I think these are the Charmers, that's the Trap Tricks, Ubel, and Tour Guide.
Tour Guide. Do you know who, I don't recognize those two on the left one right off the top of my head. Do you have any of Dark Lord Ixchel or no?
Probably somewhere. Let's see, Dark Magician, Maiden, that one, Injection Fairy Lily, Dragon Maid, Silent, Shadal, not sure who these two are.
Oh, that's Dia Bellstar and Dia Bells.
Okay.
They're newer. No, I don't see one. Okay,
maybe not yet then. Well, we still have more posters to go after. Charmers are my favorite deck. Really fun to play. Evil Twins. I think I had the evil. I think that's these two, right? Or do I have the wrong twins? I guess I remember twins. I don't know. Oh, here we go. Here's a degenerate one just for Sparky. Because I know he loves Madolches.
God damn it.
Yeah, there you go. Don't mind me.
That's not the dessert I'm looking for. Curse of the Masked Beast.
Alright, I think that's all the graded cards, so that's finally done. Let's grab these. So what was the final call? Because I was busy putting in posters. What was the final call on Whitefire's research into the cursed manga?
He didn't read it, so it just looked like porn to him.
Oh. You know what? That's not wrong. Tiramisu was a menace. Not bad was his verdict. Gotcha. That's for that one? Okay, I don't have the other ones. Because I think this will be our last day for right now. I'm gonna open my last pack, so 3,000, not bad.
Now read it, Mike.
Now read it. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
So, did you have any closing thoughts you wanted to leave the people with? Anything to look forward to? Anything that you're excited about?
Hopefully my capture card stops being a fuck so we can see some Kingdom Hearts probably pretty soon.
Can we get some good energy in chat for a non-fucked capture card? Or just salt,
Because again,
if not.
It's working perfectly fine with the Switch, so I don't know why the PS4 is being an absolute shitbag with.
I need to grab the link for this. So if you have not done so yet, please make sure that you go and shout out your local metalhead, probably HTCP. You know, I don't know what that, I missed that part. But if you haven't done so yet, please give Sparky a follow. He is a good guy, does very good content, plays a lot of Fire Emblem.
HTCP already have that disabled, Sir Whitefire.
Smudge that card with Sage!
Hollow Knights. So...
fun fact, this VTuber who's seen as an in real life harem protagonist. Jealous. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Once all these fucking clowns get out of my goddamn store, then we'll close for the day and call it there. Currently, there is a chance of having Miss Sylvie Sablewing on for tonight. I don't know. I have to double check my messages and see if she's given me any information yet. She was a tentative yes, but we shall see. If not, maybe some more Dark Souls 2 tonight. Failing that, we are actually kind of starting to run low on our guest stars, so I think Nefarious Ness is the last one, which is slated for Monday. And then we might start doing another rotation of same people, or I'll see if I've got anybody else I want to communicate with, because weirdly enough, as a streamer, I don't know that many streamers.
Fair. Oh, but I do have other closing thoughts when you are done rapping.
Fire away.
The other closing thoughts: reject social norms.
He cut off after he said reject social norms, so I guess just reject all social norms.
Reject social norms. Be horny on main.
Oh, I think that's literally Serenity's motto.
Is it?
Well, yeah. I mean, typically when she jumps into chat, the first word out of her mouth is penis. So.
I don't think that was her first message today.
Maybe she was giving you a chance to shine. Who knows? But thank you guys so much for joining us. You have been fantastic. Remember to take care of yourselves. Remember that you matter, that you are loved, that you are valued. Remember to be horny on main. Remember penis.
Yes. Always stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy.
Stay horny. And
stay horny, fuck it.
Yep, and go and give Sparky a follow. And thank you so much for joining me on this, Sparky. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We'll definitely have to do another rotation again and bring you back over here so you can see how much the shop has improved and how much more booba we've gotten.
I enjoyed that last part especially.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have yourselves a good rest of your day.
Peace out, everybody.